Hey everybody! Woohoo! I was going to do a Halloween style one then, but I might just save it till tomorrow when I'll be streaming. I might as well kick off this stream telling you about what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow, folks, just so you know, I'm going to be building this lovely little gift with purchase, and I'm going to go through every single one of Series 14. How about that? Now, I should, in theory, have them all. But what we're going to do is tomorrow, folks, we're going to be unpacking them, assembling them, and tearing them as well. I think that's a word. Tearing them. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just basically get to the bottom of which one we think is the best, or maybe what the top three is. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Anyway, we're kicking off tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK time. That is, of course, noon EDT time. Now, also as well, folks, what a week, eh? What a week. Happy Halloween, of course, to everybody. We got announced the Tiny Plants, which comes out on the 1st of December, which is a bit weird. Kind of had that more down as a spring thing, but there we go. We're going to get it on the 1st of December. And then, of course, we got from Dune, which is now a franchise. It's a new space franchise, technically, I guess. The Royal Ornithopter. Yeah, you heard it right, folks. An ornithopter. But anyway, that doesn't come out, surprisingly, till around 1st of February. What's all that about? 1st of February? What are we talking about 1st of February for? I want to know what's coming out on the 1st of January. I want to know what's coming out potentially on the 25th of November. Some tarry thing, perhaps? I don't know, but it'd be a big thing that needs assembling, that's for sure. One other thing, though, that's been coming out, I think it was only this week it became available, at least for us Lego lovers, is this Steamboat Willie. I got this with the ATDE, which I didn't think I needed up until the point where I heard it was retiring. I thought, God, get me some of that. So I did. So I'll be building that in good time. But anyway, I'm glad I got it because I do like that set. I do like the walkers. Star Wars walkers are pretty cool. They're bloody useless probably for going over all these terrains. But anyway, but otherwise, how the devil are you lot doing as well? Like I always say, folks, there's a couple of different ways you can support the channel. If you wish, you can either join and become a kind of wider, bigger part of the LBB family, or of course, you can kind of super chat, which is always really, really cool. And in some cases, folks, in some cases, we get both. Like the types of, like this geezer here, Minark. What a lad. What a lovely guy he really is. LC195, great start to the weekend. Awesome panel. Indeed, folks, we have got a very, very special panel tonight. That's for sure. Of course, with all these things, I think we're going to go. As soon as we've got Halloween kicking off, I think for this one, Minark, I think it would be remiss of me to miss this one out. Anyway, Minark, as always, thank you for being a member and thank you for the super chat. So with that in mind, Minark, this is for you.
It's right here, Ray. It's looking at me.
He's an ugly little spud, isn't he?
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Very cool too. Minark, thank you so much for that. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you as always. Where should we go next? I'll tell you what we do. Say hello to a few of you peeps out there, shall we? The likes of course, we've got Minark out there. He's been out there pretty much since the beginning. Oh, blood, I've got to scroll right up for this. We've got Bricky TY out there as well. So howdy TJ, Titanium J. Hope you're well. Hope you are too, my friend. It's nice to see you around. You should be buzzing around a lot more than normal, which is lovely to see, Bricky TY. Hope all is good with you. Irish fan of Lego is out there as well. Irish fan of Lego. You guys have had an absolute brilliant week, you guys, because you got another Lego store in Dublin. Why did they put two in Dublin? Anyway, hope you're enjoying that. That's so cool. It really is. I'd like to know why. Has anyone begged the question why they put another one in Dublin? Who knows? But anyway, let's get going, shall we? And like I said, we've got Trevor's videos out there. Seymour Lego as well is there too. Don't forget, folks. Well, actually, do you know what? I've got so many pictures to show you guys tonight. And if I haven't got showing off your picture tonight, folks, don't worry. I'll show it off next week. I promise. We have got a lot to get through tonight. Chris survived 5 nights at Chalice. Nice one, Chris. Got Madlib out there as well. Madlib said, hey, Minific Hootro's videos. How you doing? Great to have you here, folks. It really is. I'm absolutely baking, I am at the moment. The heat, I've upgraded the heating system in the down here in the Cabino, and I'm not joking, folks. It is really good. I'm literally roasted, and I even got it on at the moment. Anyway, great to be here. Great to get this shirt as well. I'm losing weight at the moment, folks. On a bit of a diet. Nothing too drastic, actually. Just calorie counting, in all honesty. And he's working an absolute treat. It really is. We've got Faith and Misery out there. Good morning, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. It's good to have you here, mate. Loads of people are giving out their memberships at the moment. Let me just scroll up on here. We've got Trevor's Videos, been a member for 7 months. Blimey, that's gone quick. And Meaty Bricks, 21 months. Dude, I totally appreciate you. Thank you so much. Echo Bricks is out there. 2 Humble Bricks is out there too. Great to have you here, 2 Humble Bricks. Where else we go? Let's go scroll down. Faith of Misery is out there. Echo Bricks, I've said hello to. He sent me pictures as well. Of course, it was Technic. Minifig Nick, he's out there as well. He's a member now as well, which is really, really cool, isn't it? Miss Amby just caught you just as the stream was going live. Great to have you here too. Axel Plates there. High London Bridge Bricks. Great to see you doing. Guten Abend. Oh, there he is. One brick stud. I was positive I saw him there. Someone I definitely did see as well is Liz with a unmistakable Harry Potter style scarf. I'm just about said that right. Polar Bricks is out there too. Boom. Great to see you, Polar Bricks. Hope you had a top week. There he is, Meaty Bricks. Good to see you. I love from Spain. Blimey, Meaty, you still out there? You've been out there for weeks, haven't you? Anyway, great to have you tuned in, mate. Do we look better in on Spanish TV? Just wondering. It's probably a bit more fuzzy or something like that, isn't it? Anyway, I hope the weather's nice out there. Is it El Scorchio? Who knows? But anyway, I had some friends that were in France this week. Actually poured down for them. It did. Anyway, good to see you guys. Hope you're all safe and well. Main thing. I mean, let's get down there. And where are we at now? We are at Trevor's Videos. It's saying, hey there, the Brick Bods. And the Brick Bods are here now, folks. Hey, Miss Amby, says Minark. And got to the very last one. Hey, Liz, says Minark. Anyway, on that note, let's start bringing in some peeps, shall we? Just so you guys know as well, Thiago will be with us tonight, folks. He'll be hitting us here in London in about an hour, 8:30. So anyway, if you just tuned in and you want to see Thiago, don't worry, folks. He'll be here in just about an hour's time, which I'm super looking forward to that. But we have got an absolute super panel otherwise lined up between now and then. We're going to be looking at some of those new sets, like I say, folks, the Tiny Plants, the Royal Ornithopter, and of course, maybe look around Steamboat Willie as well. And 1 or 2 other sets. Maybe a little surprise. I don't know. Anyway, watch this space, folks. But anyway, let's go, shall we? Where are we going to go first? We're going to go to a place that is kind of getting back on the map again at the moment. If the BBC and Disney Plus are anything to go by. Hey, AV Bricks, good to see you. KO, nice to see you out there as well. Now, before I bring this guy in, all the way from Galileo, or is it Gallifrey? I'm not quite sure actually. All I got to remember though is, and that was a new thing this week as well, wasn't it? Galileo. I just wrote that down. That was handy. What a brilliant way to remind myself. And also as well, folks, don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you happen to be new around here. And do you know what? Check out the panel. That's the most important thing. All the details you find down in the description below. And while you're there, give us a thumbs up. You know how it goes. But anyway, let's bring him in, shall we? Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Gaz. He's, of course, the mini Fig. Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Hiya.
How's it going, guys? You well?
Yeah, really well, and getting more and more excited at the minute as well. Because
I know. This is. I'm sure you're absolutely stoked about streaming me tomorrow. And of course, and of course, there is of course this little known fact of Doctor Who coming back to the screens as well on the 25th of November, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's the 25th, and then the Saturday after, and then the Saturday after as well.
Oh God, so it's a 3-minute series. How long is each episode? Do we know? Because it's obviously it's going to be an hour, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that, isn't it?
I'm not sure. They haven't actually said the running time for them yet. I think it's extended episodes, though, is what they've said. But we don't know times or anything either.
Extended episodes. That could be an hour then.
Yeah.
Because they got around it off, haven't they? Because it's not like this. It's not like it's a Ahsoka or anything like that. That's just going out to Disney Plus. I mean, it is on Disney Plus, but of course, it's BBC. Is it BBC or the BBC iPlayer?
I think it should be on both.
Okay, good stuff. I was going to say, because if it's iPlayer, which is the future of BBC, folks. Let's face it. Then again, they can do what they do with Ahsoka and all the other kind of streaming TV series and make it as long and as short as they like. We've got 2 gay earphones out there as well. Gaz is getting us all into the Who spirit. He is. And don't worry, folks, I've actually got a Lego Ideas Doctor Who set that is absolutely chomping at the bit to get to be made. guess what I'm going to be doing around the 25th of November? I'm going to be making a Doctor Who set. But anyway, watch this space, folks. Watch this space. Gaz,
Good link.
great to have you here. You're looking great as
Yeah.
always. Where would you like to
Thank
go
you very
next? We can go slightly central time zone in America. We can go on the East Coast, give it the old Miami Vice sort of thing. We could go, actually, I'm not sure where this bloke lives, actually. We'll call it, I don't know, Rosy Tops. Let's call it Rosy Tops, shall we? Rosy Tops. I don't know where it is.
Who's that? Who could that be?
Exactly. Yeah, Rosy Tops. Where could he be? He's a great guy. He really is, folks. Also, he's a like a little petal. He really is. And then, of course, we could go East Coast again. I think East Coast of Canada, of course. Or we could go really down south to a place that's lower than a snake's belly, a place they call Southampton. But anyway, where would you like to go, my friend?
I think maybe if we go central.
Or we're going to go central time zone.
Yeah.
Central time zone. I don't actually
What's
know
the
whereabouts
tiny
in the
one
central time zone he lives. I know you've got St. Louis around that sort of time zone or something like that, but I'm pretty sure he's not from there. Anyway, let's bring him in, shall we? What can I say, folks? He's the geezer that wears the green fleece. That can only mean one person. It is, of course, Titanium J. Yeah. Hello, mate.
Hi, everybody.
I was copying up a breath then to say 52, but of course you've dropped the 52 ages ago.
Well, only on YouTube.
Oh no, only on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't get Titanium J anywhere else on any other platform. 52 is pretty much everywhere else.
Oh, okay, so 52 is about. So if I called you, I mean, if I go, wait, 52, Titanium J 52, you turn around because you'd know it was you.
Yeah.
Very good. Why 52 as well? I must start.
There's a DC reference. I was big into DC
Oh,
at the time.
the new 52.
Yeah.
I like it. Do you know, I actually bought 2 copies of every single one of those that came out, including the variants and everything. Yeah, and then literally straight after that, I got into Lego. So it must have been about 2017 then, because that's when I ran the London Marathon anyway. But anyway, very cool, mate. Great to have you. I didn't know that. I really did not know that at all. I'm liking the slightly Brazilian look as well because he's making the fleece look more sexy. He is because he's got that little bit of yellow underneath it. I like it.
Yeah.
Some people might say
yellow.
That's it. There you go.
Yeah.
Some people might say
You guys
Norwich
gotta see
City.
this.
Who's this geezer?
Keith Straw fan club.
Who's Keith Straw? Do you know who Keith Straw is? Guys?
Yeah, he's one of the members on the Lub streams on Wednesday nights. And you get that shirt at Brick Fair, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
but
I'm gonna have to check that.
I haven't
out.
actually been, but someone sent me the shirt. So
okay, very very cool. I'll have to get someone to send me one or something like that. We've got AV Bricks out there giving out some love to the 2 gay folks. Great to see you guys. All right, where would you like to go next, my friend? We've got a place. We've got a place on the east coast of America. It's always sunny. It is. It's full of beautiful people. Place in and around sort of Miami sort of area. We've got a place called Rosy Tops. We'll call it there for tonight. You've got a place that it's well known globally for selling cans of anything, and you name it. That's why it's called Canada. Or of course we could go to a place that's lower than a snake's belly in a place called Southampton, which is really weird. If you just seen, I'm just watching Ian doing something and it looks like you're scratching something you shouldn't have been, but there we go. We're not live. It doesn't really matter at the moment for him. But anyway, where would you like to go?
let's go to the North Coast, aka Canada.
Oh, we're going to go, okay, Canada. That's good because he's just literally gone live, which is great. What can we say, folks? This guy has got a bit of everything. He's got good looks. He's got charms. He's got an amazing voice. He really has. He even looks great when he wears a cap backwards. And he wears a Lego Con t-shirt. He's, of course, Andrew, aka Bricklink Brood.
What's going on, everybody?
How you doing?
Hello there.
Hey,
Doing good.
Yeah, you look
You guys
really
hear
well,
me
mate.
okay?
Yeah, we can see you absolutely fine and dandy. You're looking great as always. Look at that.
Thank you very much. Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me back this Friday.
That's good, man. Are you using what's that just in front of the camera there? It looks like a cup or something like that. That's it. What's that? Oh, what you got in it?
oh wow,
Was it coffee or tea? Oh, #1 day.
oh, that's cool.
And then a little bit of coffee in there if you can. I don't know if it's a little low, maybe.
Very nice. He's getting a bit low. There you go. If Mrs. Brick and Brood is watching.
And this microphone's not even working, so I'll just push this right out of the way there.
I know, yeah, you do sound a little bit different today, but you sound good. We can still hear you, which is good.
Right.
Anyway, you look like you're going to build something tonight, mate. What are we going to build tonight? That's like Steamboat Willie. It's all black and white stuff.
Oops. Oh, I just knocked this off. Here we go.
It's an X-Wing.
It is.
Oh, wow.
Is that's it? Oh, no, it's not the UCS one. That's play. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I can't remember it.
Yes,
I can't remember the top
sure.
bit being like that. Oh, it is though. God damn it! I only built it in May. It's sitting up there. I just built it, put it up there. That's it. I forgot about it since then. It is a really nice build. I met the designer and everything. It's a really cool build, but I don't know, a lot of people poo-pooed it at the time. But I like it. What can I say? Anyway.
Yeah, I got that to get the Disney promo here.
Oh, there you straight in there. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realise. Did you guys out there realise this as well? That you could actually get it. You didn't have to buy Disney stuff because there was no Disney stuff I wanted, in all honesty. Other than the house, the sister's house. I was going to get that, but then I was like, well, I'm not going to build it this Halloween because, of course, I'm going to be building this. Which I think, did you build that last week or the week before or something like that, Andrew?
Yes, last week, yes. I thought it was a skull head, and then I realized it was a shark at the end.
It is. It's a shark head.
That's how much I pay attention.
I know, but it is bizarre, though, isn't it? Because you would think, and it does look like a good shark. When you look at it, you see, oh, yeah, it's a shark. But you would think they would actually have done a skull, a normal skull. But there we go.
Yeah,
there you go, designers, eh? Oh, I could say we could talk about them a little bit later as well. Okay, where would you like to go next? We got some dude. He's on TV all over the place at the moment on Fox's Lego Masters, or we could go to a place where I think I genuinely don't know where he lives. We'll say up north somewhere, Rosy Petals. We'll call it Rosy Petals because it sounds lovely, doesn't it? And very English. Or we've got to go down south. I can never forget where these guys live. But they talk like that all the time. And there's Arders now, soft in the middle, and then forever eating crisps. They really are. Is of course down in Southampton. Where would you like to go, my friend?
Well, let's get that guy who's on TV all the time recently here.
Oh, there we go, straight in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, how can I describe this guy? He's on Lego Masters. He refuses for me to call him a Lego Master, but he is, of course, a Lego Master contestant. What can I say? What a year so far we've had. I mean, I've not watched any of the episodes. I'm just watching little snippets of it. We've had boats, cats, volcanoes, and Circular de la Say. I can't even say the word Circular de la Say. Honestly, what a word. Can't get me lips or tongues around it or anything like that. But anyway, let's bring him on, shall we, folks? It's, of course, our good friend from Miami. He's, of course, Luis, a.k.a. Salad Bricks. Hello,
hey, what's up, everybody?
How's it going?
That was a really good try at saying Cirque du Soleil. Right? That was.
I had a go. I'm like.
When I say good try, I mean not very good try.
Cirque du Soleil.
There you go. Nailed it.
Got to break it down. It's how I kind of learned how Harry Potter names, but then do it 2 weeks later and I've forgotten how to say it anyway. So how you doing anyway, Lewis? You good? First of all, before we get going, because obviously I'm based in the United Kingdom. Are you still in it? Are you still in it after this week?
I can tell you that I am still in it. Yes.
My God, the finals must be coming up. It must be going crazy.
Well, we're about halfway through, so there's still a little while to go.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. That's what we like. And best of luck with it.
Thank you.
And I definitely want to talk about with it to you tonight because I want to know what your favorite was. Has it been the boats, the cats, the volcanoes, or the Cirque du Soleil that I can't pronounce properly? Good stuff. So anyway, where would you like to go next? We've got a place in the country up north, a beautiful place, rolling hills, beautiful sunsets called Rosy Petals. Or we've got an absolute, well, what can I describe it? It's Southampton, basically, down south. Where would you like to go? Up or down?
Considering it's always so hot here down south, I'm fond of the north, so let's go north today.
We're going to go up north. I think he lives up north, folks. For all I know, folks, he could just literally live down the road from where I am. But anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? It's, of course, our good friend potentially from Rosy Petals is, of course, Rosie, a.k.a. Topic Bricks. Hello, mate.
I swear I tell you, like, every stream that I've got.
Are you sure you do?
Literally every time. And you're like, I don't know where this guy's from, actually. I can't remember.
We're roughly in the country. I can't remember where he's from. Whereabouts?
Like, my nearest big city is probably Manchester, Liverpool area.
Mm. Well, okay, so I wasn't that far away. I was up north. It's got to be up
Yeah,
north.
you're correct there, but you're learning.
It's no London twang in your accent at all. But then
No.
I get not that Sam Smith come on, and he's as Scottish as they come, and he's from like Southampton. You know, it's like it's bizarre. But anyway, talking bizarre.
That's just his dream voice. He doesn't speak like that normally.
It would be funny, wouldn't it, if we actually met him in real life and he actually hasn't got a Scottish accent? That'd be hilarious. That would. Love it. Anyway, so by default, then we're going to go down south. We're going to go and see what I'm absolutely curious to know what crisps that Carrie is eating tonight. I really, really am. Anyway, let's bring her on, shall we? It is, of course, she's part of a duo, a dynamic duo, actually. Is, of course, the Brick Bods, aka Ian and Carrie. Hello, you.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. How you doing?
Nice and spicy knickknacks.
Oh, knickknacks. I used to love knickknacks. Hold them up. And show us what they look like. Show our American friends what they look like. And
you've been saying crisps. You mean chips.
Knickknacks.
That's it. Look at that. Would you put that in your mouth? I don't know. There you go. They do. Nice and spicy.
Whereas I've just got some salt and vinegar twirls.
Oh, nice.
Interior crisps.
There we go. God, I didn't actually know. Oh, let's go bring it back, shall we? I didn't actually know, Carrie, that knickknacks were still around because their advert got banned. They're talking of weird adverts. Yeah, Ian, right? You're gonna have to research this for us. They genuinely. Does anyone remember who remembers things like this? Knickknacks, the advert that got banned. And it was basically, they said, oh, knickknacks, they look like this. And they'd show basically like an old person's leg. They look like this, like with really knobbly knees.
Genius marketing.
This was like completely out there. And they said, and they taste like this. And there'd be a guy on the ground, right? He'd be holding a rugby ball like they used to do years ago. They used to hold it on the ground and then someone would kick it. But instead of kicking the ball, they kicked his head away from his shoulders. Like that was on a TV advert. It happened. I kid you not. They didn't say anything weird about it, like me and Squabbly or anything like that. That wasn't a thing for them. No, they went for the graphics where the head literally came away. It was severed from the body. Ian, find it. You know that's going to be your thing for tonight. There we go. Knick-knack, paddywhack. And all that stuff. Exactly. I don't know if that was even banned since I've been at school, but there we go. Anyway, talking of being banned and stuff like that, carrying in, what are you allowing Ian to build tonight?
I don't allow him. I'm the one that goes upstairs to get it.
Right.
He is building the
rubbish tin.
Yeah.
That's perfect for your floors. That is, yeah. It really is.
I'm building Harry Potter.
That sounds like someone's leg. What is that? Harry Potter? Was that 76398?
Yeah. Hospital wing.
The what?
The hospital wing.
Oh, I thought you said the hospital's wind or something. Very good. All right. Well. Anyway, I'll let you lot out there decide which one's the better set out of those two.
Well, Ian doesn't like Harry Potter so much, so
you gave him a rubbish tip to do. Right.
It's fine. It's fine. He's okay with
it. He's actually hurt by it. Ian, don't worry. That's actually a very good set. It's one of the first.
It looks really good.
This year.
Yeah, it does look good.
Do you know how long it took me to decide that he could build that? Because I wanted to build it, but I was like, no, I'll let him do it. Okay. So I think it was a nice thing to do.
Keep reminding yourselves, it's not what Kerry allows him; it's just what she gets. But anyway, she let him build it. Ian, don't worry, mate. It's a really good set, and actually, it's a decent vehicle for the city. It really is.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And anyway, how are you both? Anyway, I haven't seen you for a week. You seem to have been very quiet on the airways this week.
It's because it's half term, so there's been a lot of parenting going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've done all our normal content, haven't we?
Oh,
yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've skipped Mondays for a while, so had a few days.
What about Twitch Tuesday? Did that happen?
Yeah, Twitch Tuesday. Where were we on Tuesday? I think we were out on Tuesday. I can't remember. I think we were pumpkin hunting.
Yes, you went pumpkin hunting. I went into the office.
Pumpkin hunting.
Yeah.
Isn't that pumpkin hunting? Isn't that just going to the supermarket and buying a pumpkin?
No, we went to one of our local garden centres and they did like a little trail. So we went around.
That's quite cute.
It was good fun. The photos are hilarious because my children don't want to smile, it would seem. So like, in the photo, they looked dead in most of the photos.
They look dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were like, and the couple they were the wrong way round as well. It was just it was quite funny.
Wrong way.
Really?
The wrong way round.
Yeah, I didn't get faces. That's what I would say. I got
Right.
other things.
Okay. All right. Fair. Well, blimey. Fair enough. We got Ian's bricks out there. Ian. Ian, this is a very little unknown fact. This is. I've met Ian's bricks in London, strangely enough, at Battersea Power Station, and this was weeks after it actually officially opened. And believe it or not, folks, Ian actually did some filming with me. And this video that I did has still not surfaced. It's one of those videos that I've got rumbling in the background. It really is. But it will happen one day, folks. Ian and the guy that you was with, Ian, that time, say I said hi to him as well. But Ian, great to have you here. It really, really is. Like I said, folks, Thiago will be with us in 28 minutes, something like that. But anyway, great to see you, Ian. I hope all is good with you. Do check him out, folks. Ian does some great videos on Lego hauls. He's like Mr. Lego haul man. He really is. I think he's on par with doing the same amount of Lego hauls as the Brick Mods, who seems to just do one every week, I'd say. But just to throw it out there, I think you should do food hauls as well. Shows what you've got. Yeah, food hauls. I want to know about it. But yeah, there was a couple of incidents, and I tell you what, folks, Ian, top bloke. So thank you very much, Ian, and it's lovely to see you here. It really is. Polar Bricks out there. He's saying, Ian Bricks, are you at MK on Sunday? MK? That's not Monkey King. Is he talking about
Milton Keynes?
Yeah,
Milton Keynes. There we go. Are you going to be there Sunday?
Not this one, but he's talking to the other Ian. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because Ian sells. I don't even know how Ian spells his name. I know he pronounces it.
I spell my name properly.
Oh dear. I-A-N. Ian. There we go. Maybe that one's French. I don't know, or Welsh. I don't know.
Scottish, I think.
It's got to be one of the. Well, it could be in English, that's for sure. Just saying.
It's all really complicated. The etymology of the name Ian comes directly from the Bible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the name John, which is what's typically used in the Bible, back when the Bible was first written, I and J didn't exist as separate letters.
First edition, everyone. First edition. If you got one of those, you're going to be minted. Just saying.
So as the letters I and J separated into two separate ones, people came up with different spellings, and so sometimes you'll get Jan is also comes directly from the two, and so in different places across Europe it's spelt differently.
Oh, okay. It's true. It's true. Like Greg is spelt like in Russian, it's Gregov. In Polish, I think it's Gregov with a as well, and I don't know. You spell it however you like. Find out later where you spell it in Portuguese. I will. And there's anyway, we'll get to that a little bit later. But anyway, great to have you here, Ian. It really is lovely to have you here on a Friday night. And yeah, I'd love to get in touch actually. But yeah, it was a really funny kind of time that we had, and it was totally good fun. But anyway, Ian, thank you so much. Cool. It's just reminded me, I've got another video I need to do. Rosie looks like she's lost a fiver. Rosie, what are you? I'm going to go around to see what people are actually building tonight. Rosie. Petal, what are you building tonight?
I'm building a mock for Bricktastic.
Oh my god!
And it's coming along very slowly, and I thought it would come along very slowly. That's why I started this early, because it's still like 5 months away. But
it looks like Mustafar or something.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? You did it Mustafar, right? Oh, if it's not half, it's Mustafar. So Star Wars, I don't know, Star Wars box. No, it looks good, man. What have you done so far? What have you built so far? Is that going to be Vader's castle or something?
Well, I put like thousands of these translucent fire pieces in a load of basically base plates, so it's just like lava, and that's my version of lava. I was going to do like actual place bricks down for the lava, but I want to have light strips underneath it to sort of have it glow. And I think
that's awesome.
When you pour these pieces on top, it's easier to replicate that effect. But
yeah, man,
I'm starting to build the actual volcano. So it's going to be an actual proper volcano and stuff. I'm doing like the high ground scene now.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But it's I don't know what I'm doing regarding rock work. I tried to do it on Studio, and it just, I couldn't hack it on Studio, so I just started to do it like freehand. It's going a bit better than it was digitally, but yeah.
Well, it looks good, mate. I mean, I knew what it was, and I had no idea what you're building. I just thought, well, it looks like fiery flame. Yeah, lava, rocks. There's a big black wall going up. I think it could be Mustafa. Just saying. Do some research on Mustafa. There is a sentient being in Mustafa with a great big head. Look it up. Look it up. Honestly, there's some really good Star Wars legend stuff in and around Mustafa. There really is. Okay, this is dot around. So, I mean, Luis, you actually look like you're a Lego Master contestant. I just call him Lego Masters. He's a master of Lego. What can I say? What are you building tonight, Luis? Because you actually.
I am working on this. I wanted my Steamboat Willie as well, so this is what got me there.
Everyone wants Steamboat Willies. What can I say? There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that is a good set, actually. That's a nice set.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was perfect price point to get what I needed. So.
Yeah, and it was something like $100 or something like that. But I tell you what,
at least here.
Would everyone say on the panel? I got to be honest. If they bought this out as a set, I would have bought it for like £22, something like that.
Yeah,
I totally would have bought it. I think it's cracking, and it gives the original a bit of a run for its money. It really does. I think anyway.
The figure alone, I thought was worth it.
Oh yeah, you've got to get them. Very collectible. I think there's about 3 variants of that out there as well these days.
At least one, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was Jay's Brick Blog. He recently, I say recently, it was today, put out a post, and he was talking about the 3 different variants on it. And when you see them side by like in your head, you sort of think, there's no difference between them. Of course, when you put them all together, it's like, oh yeah, you can clearly see it. But it is only slightly, it is quite small. We've got Jamie's World out there. Jamie's World. He's saying hi from Glasgow. Hello, Jamie's World. Good to see you, mate. Train spotting land. That is very, very cool indeed. But very, very cool indeed, mate. Great to have you here. Jamie's World. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Any news on Lego? What's that? Lego Die? I don't know, Lego Die. What's that? Lego DI? Don't know what you mean there. But anyway, he goes Lego Do. D-I-Do. Anyway. Let us know what you mean. Maybe that's what you meant. But anyway, let us know what you think, James. Good to have you here. And I think we will get a Lego Doctor Who. Potentially. Who knows? Who knows? Could be good. We've got a Lego Doctor Who set anyway. So I don't know. Do they want more? I don't know. Of course they do. Gaz,
of course we do. Yes.
Okay, potentially then. What would you centre it around if we had a Lego Doctor Who? What would you go for?
I think they'd probably do different little sets for each of the Doctors would be good. But I think as well, it'd have to be something that's really current. So they'd probably do something based on what's coming out now, I think, rather than older stuff, and then maybe go back.
Yeah. That's just giving me an idea, that is. That's just giving me an idea. Good stuff. Thank you for that, Jamie. We've got Pink Wheels out there as well. She sent me some cool pictures earlier on this week. Thank you much for that. And I hope you've had a top week as well, Pink Wheels. I really do. Okay, so we've got Rosie's building. Well, he's actually not quite sure what he's building, actually, but it's lots of lava and stuff like that. As you can see, Kerry is absolutely chomping on knickknacks like you wouldn't believe. Ian's going to be doing some homework today because he's going to be looking up the band video. Lewis is building the final scene, or rather the final battle, the final duel even, between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Correct. Brick and Brood is building Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. How are you getting on with it so far, Andrew?
It's going pretty good. I'm on Bay 3, and I mean, not too much more. I guess I'm building the engine of it right now.
That's the UCS one?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. The wings, obviously, open and close. Oops, maybe not.
Yeah, that can be a bit fiddly. That thing, yeah, it is a bit fiddly. Once you've got it working, just don't ever touch it ever again. But I know what you mean. And I always have it so the wings are open, because you'll realise this when you close them, they don't really close properly. It's like, oh, that looks a bit naff. So yeah, but there are ways to do it. But you know what I mean. But I love the set, man. It's big. It really is. It's an awesome set. Let's go north. Let's go north a little bit. Titanium J. What are you building? Is it? I think that is that General Grievous stuff, or it's some sort of tank.
So a while back, I did this mod I found in Rebrickable of the 2020 AAT, The mod was done by 2 Bricks, and that's what it looks like. And I'm making another one.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Makes it look a lot better.
Yeah,
the cannon isn't like a mile long or a kilometer long or whatever measurement you want to use. So it's that's what I'm working on.
And they had they had battle droids. Was it the battle droids that drove those or piloted those?
Yeah, it was battle droids that used these.
Very cool, very cool. Gaz, are you actually building anything tonight, or are you kind of humming around with me, just trying to?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything tonight. I've got my one ready for tomorrow though, just down here.
Well, what are you building tomorrow, Gaz? Because obviously Gaz is going to be joining me tomorrow, folks. And arguably, he's building a better set than I am.
I've been building this. Been after this for a while, and we got it at Steam. So.
Well, show us the back. Show us the back of it, Gaz. Don't be shy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice.
Some good colours as well. But it's also got Velma. Look, it's got Velma.
Velma.
Ooh. Yeah.
I like Velma.
The most expensive one of the set. So if you wanted to get a loose, I think she's about £90-ish.
90 quid.
Yeah. So she only came in the one set, which is crazy, really. But yeah.
Oh, there we go. Flex tape is out.
Yeah.
Love it. I've got an idea. Yeah, we do. We need to get some of that stuff. Maybe we'll be able to get some from Chicago next year. Who knows? Jamie, or rather Johnny. Johnny Build says, "Love the UCS X-wing. Once the weight of the wings are on, it makes it better." I agree, actually. I agree. And it was a really good Luke Skywalker pilot that came with it as well. It was. Jamie's asking a question. He says, "When will Lego 2024 City release the images wise?" I don't know. It's got to be next month. That's for sure. But we were getting images now and stuff that's coming out in February, which is bizarre, I think. But anyway, let's get down to the Brickpods. Brickpods, I'm generally interested in what Carrie's eating now, and is she on like an eat marathon or something like that? What is it, Carrie?
It's a Happy Hippo. It's like a thing that I always like to eat. Happy Hippo.
Okay, that's a Kinder thing. Is that a Kinder thing?
And it's Ian makes dinner for like our eldest that she likes, but no one else does. So everyone's hungry. So the dinner did not go down well. So
did it not? Okay.
No, sorry.
That's okay.
I ate a little bit.
Hence the chips come out. Ian, have you had any luck yet finding the advert, the Knickknacks band advert?
No, I found the one where the guy's head explodes.
Oh, have you?
I can't find one where they kick it like a football.
It's the rugby player. Yeah, it's the rugby player. So he's like a rugby player. Back in the old days when they used to hold the ball up like that, and it takes like this. You basically see the head dislodged from the body. I was like, how can that even be a TV advert? Especially when I was watching it at 9:30 in the morning, eating Weetabix like you do. But anyway, to go, if I was saying that is an awesome set, Cass. I always used to eat Weetabix when I was a kid. They were Weetabix. Kinder Hippo. There we go. What we got going on there? Andrew's what the?
This is what I got here for a little snack beside me.
See, that's almost as good as a hippo. Actually, no, it depends on the mood that I'm in. I like
what hippos do you like?
The happy hippos, right. These ones.
All right, let's get this out of our system. Everyone, show us what snacks.
My Kinder game is slacking.
Yeah, I know. All right. I haven't got any Kinder. I tell you what, Lewis, have you got any snacks handy? What have you got for the stream to get you through it? Oh, there we
go.
Water.
Water. I did not come prepared for snacks.
Why in America's got it water? It's water.
Water.
It's what did Rosie? Rosie's got a stand-up desk. He must have some food tucked underneath him somewhere. Rosie, Rosie, there he is. Rosie, what snacks have you got to eat?
Say again, sorry.
What snacks have you got to eat? Yeah, that's right. It was a real question.
I haven't got any snacks. No.
You didn't bring any snacks? You haven't got like a Harry Potter chocolate bar or anything like that on you?
I did have a big box of Maltesers before, and I was actually meant to be saving it for this stream, but I might have eaten them.
That's the thing. That's the thing. All right, that's it. Andrew's got some strange Kinder's thing that's, I don't know. What is it even called? Is it like a Kinder stick or something like that?
It's just like a Kinder chocolate. I already ate it. I can't even lie to you.
He's already eaten it. He's already eaten it. What sort of English is that?
It's just like white chocolate in the middle, and then like the brown chocolate on the outside, milk chocolate on the outside.
Okay.
It's like a Kinder Egg without the toy.
All right.
I don't need a toy.
All right. Titanium J, you, Mr. Fleece. What snacks have you got to get you through this stream?
Well,
This is good knowledge.
I was smart and I ate right before the stream, so I just have water as well.
He's got water as well.
It's water.
I like it.
Water.
Yeah.
Where's Ian going? Where's Ian going? Ian's off somewhere. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I've got, folks. Tell the person who's on a diet here. Look, I've got a banana. That's it. That's my survival kit.
Yeah.
That's not even looking banana. Yeah, that's past its best. That needs to go in a cake.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like-
You need to eat that soon.
Dude,
No,
I like
put it in a
them like
cake.
this. I
Put
like
it in
a,
it.
I like a cake. Like a cake. I like a
Yeah, we
banana
like
just as it's on the turn, as they say. I like
Oh,
it. As it's on the
no.
turn. It's not
Oh, my
sugary.
Lord.
But if all else fails, folks, don't worry. I got a Kit Kat. There you
Oh,
go. Something real.
Nice.
Can I say? And it's made with recycled paper.
Sometimes
well.
you feel like
Yeah,
a
take a
break.
break.
There you go.
There you go.
And
There you
just
go,
yeah,
Andrew.
you got to take a break. You got to keep
Andrew,
got coffee.
that might just be us that get that.
Maybe. Yeah, that's good.
Do
No,
you
no.
guys see that?
Have a
Sometimes
break.
you
Have a
feel
Kit
like
Kat. Yeah,
yeah,
have
we
a
used
break.
to
Have
have
a
that.
Kit
Yeah.
Kat. That's
They had
it.
one with Daleks on it as well, didn't they? Once.
Only you would know that. When? In 1965, they had a Kit Kat. advert out.
No, it was 1966. No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Man on the Moon. Anyway,
Yeah.
talking about men on the moon. Lewis, come on, tell us a little bit about then what you've been up to and what's happening with you. Because we got you on, but now you're like 5 weeks in now, so and you're still there, which to some people that would be a surprise. To other people,
It certainly was a surprise to me.
I got a bet on it that you're going to win it. But anyway, how's it going? And
It's been.
are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the fame?
I don't think there hasn't been no fame that comes along with it.
Well, you're on here.
I mean, in the community, but it's not like I'm walking around the streets getting hassled. I'm not even on the Z list, so that's not been an issue. My normal life continues, but it's been surreal to see yourself on TV. That's for sure, and I'm enjoying watching it with my kids, and because I did not tell them anything, so it's all
that's cool.
they didn't know what happened, so it's all new for them. So it's been a lot of fun. But
And-
yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm still there.
And are they actually? Well, at first, were they like, "Oh God, my dad's going to be doing this. This is so embarrassing."
No, they were super excited. My daughter did tell me, she goes, "I don't care when you come home, just don't come home the first week."
Yeah, that's true.
She did not want to be embarrassed by her dad.
Oh,
So no, but she was kidding. But yeah, no,
No
they love
pressure,
it.
eh?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
actually,
I agree. I hate to be the first ones out. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
worst thing.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But she's the one that actually encouraged me to apply from the beginning. So it was really her idea that I'm even there. So I owe it to
Very
her.
Okay, all right. So what's been your favorite week so far? Has been the one with the boats, the cats, the volcanoes, or has it been the latest one with? And I do apologize for ruining this name, folks, but Cirque du Soleil. I can't even
Cirque
say
du
it.
Soleil.
Oh, mine. I've seen them as well. So
Actually, my favorite is none of the above. You missed one, which was the week 4, which was so we had to randomly pick a box that had a sound on it.
Sounds on it. That was it.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll take me
And
notes.
based on whatever sound you had when you pushed the button on the box, you had to
Yeah.
build something
Great idea.
that was evoked by that sound, whatever idea you could come up with. So
Oh, okay. What can you do the sound of what you had?
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
actually everybody thought they were like monkeys. It turns out it's a kookaburra. I don't know, some bird.
Is
It
that a
sounds
bird?
just like a monkey.
Oh.
So, but yeah, we
And
we
did
thought
you
it was
do it?
monkeys and-
Did you do a lot like a model in relation to what you do as a job for that?
Exactly that. Yeah. We so I'm a teacher and my partner's a teacher. We're at the same school. And it was kind of an homage to every teacher that's had their class go a little wild. So it starts off as a normal classroom, and then towards the back there's a big tree that comes out of the corner, and the jungle starts encroaching, and the kids, instead of being regular students, they're all they've turned to monkeys. So I actually have a little model I made here. I'm gonna do this is a prototype, but
What is a prototype?
I'm making a little kit with these monkeys. Oh, there. So this was one of the monkeys that we had in our builds. We had like 6 of these guys. And of course the teacher's losing control of the classroom. Just throwing a little paper airplane, which will be white when I don't have the white plates, but So
Is that you?
no, it was once upon a time for sure. You know what? I'll be honest. Our kids now are much better behaved than when we were students. So
really,
it's probably more. It's probably
That's
more.
good
We're
upbringing,
probably more
though,
the
that is.
monkeys than. Yeah. So no,
That's good
it was a lot of fun. So that was my favorite build so far.
Okay. And how
but
many?
I've enjoyed them all. It's a blast. I had so much fun every episode. The Cirque du Soleil one that just passed was my most stressful one, I think, up to now. But it worked out in the end. But even then, it's still fun. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. That's good.
So
Very cool. Very cool.
Those of you who live in the States or Canada, I highly recommend giving it a shot.
What was the one with all the cats all about then? They were like,
so kind of similar to the sound. You had to pick a kitten, and then the kittens had personalities and things that they like. Obviously, it's made up or whatever, or somebody figured out how to talk to kittens. But so they have personality traits, and you have to build a home for them that met kind of their particular needs.
Yeah.
So our kitten was called Sid, and he was sociable, liked to collect random objects, and what was the other one? Was curious. So we built a shed for him, and he was going around the neighborhood stealing objects from random people in hopes that they would come collect their thing and become friends with him and socialize with him. So that was our build, and it was huge. So
I love it.
our first build, we did a boat, and it was our first time. And you're learning the brick pit. And that's not easy because just like you see on TV, the minute you see us walk in on episode 1, that's the first time we get to see that set and the brick pit and everything. So a lot of that first build is just figuring out how things work and where the parts are. And when you have that many parts, it's hard to find exactly what you need. So our boat was very small, and we got dinged a little for that. I liked it. It was nice, but it was small. So it's like, I told my partner Alex, I go, next build. Yes, Kleptocat. We're going huge for our next build. So we had the biggest one in the room that day. Unfortunately, we came in second. We didn't win that one, but we were pretty happy with that build.
Yeah, is that the newest you've got to winning?
We came in second again on episode 4.
Oh, 2 seconds, dude. That is good going though. That means you guys are kind of like, you're sitting pretty. You're doing all right. You're kind of almost waiting in the shadows to like pounce.
So far so good. We're pretty happy.
Okay, good stuff. Cool. Good stuff. There we go. To the finals. What can I say?
Let's see. You might be right. You better share some of those winnings,
dude. I hope so. I really do. That's
a spoiler.
And also as well, just out of curiosity, I mean, the prize this year is kind of like it's the first of its type, isn't it? This year's one.
No, it's the same every year. All 4 seasons has been $100,000 prize. Oh, whoa! No, okay, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, in addition to the $100,000 prize, the winner of the season, their final build that they use for the final episode, will be converted into an official Lego set.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that will be coming around. Where is there? I saw a little thumbs up pop up next to my head. I don't know what that.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a little bubble. Did you guys see that? I don't know where that
you get it. Yeah. There we go. They should see some hearts now, maybe, or something like that. But it depends.
Okay.
So people that have got the app that are watching this, they can get thumbs up, hearts, all sorts of things. And keep the thumbs up coming, folks, especially if you're replay gang and you're watching this back. And leave a comment as well. Replay gang, leave me a comment. I want to get to know you guys. There we go. There's loads of hearts going on out there. Loving all that. Share the love, folks. We're all AFOLs. We all kind of love the brick. What can I say? It's all good stuff.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
You know it makes sense.
Well, if they ever do a UK version, or wherever any of you are at, if you can do it, I highly recommend it. It's just
I totally would. I'd love it. I really would. I'm finding him out to making some mocks.
And it's building in a way that I think everyone in our season would agree is you'd never built before. So it's just. I learned a lot about myself, and I did things I never thought to even consider trying. So it's a blast.
Here's the thing, Lewis. Right, we've got Rosie over there, right, and he's trying to build Mustafa. He really is. But he's struggling with it at the moment. He tried it in studio, but he doesn't like rock work. He's
No,
driving
don't
him nuts.
Yeah, and you don't want to do rock work in studio, that's for sure.
No.
Oh,
No.
But is there any tips that you would give Rosie for like? Would you say like give yourself some constraints, like try and build as much as you can in like 4 hours or something like that, or maybe draw it out first. Don't worry about studio, or just play with the brick. What would you? What advice would you give him?
I mean, I it's nothing I did on the show, I think, is relevant to advice I'd give. Well, I don't know. Building on the show is just very different. I mean, we don't have a time constraint when we're building for our own, pleasure. So I will say that if he's feeling like he doesn't know where it's going, I think every build at one point starts that way, where you just don't know what you've got and you're just kind of going. Because there's a time constraint on the show, I think a lot of times, we just, and it's something I learned about myself, and I think a lot of times we beat ourselves up, but we just said go. There's no time to second guess. There's no time to pivot. It's not like you're building without even knowing exactly where you're going, and you don't have time to second guess. And you'd be surprised at how you can turn something without a plan into something that actually works well. I mean, you can have a general plan, but you don't have time to figure out how you're going to do everything beforehand. You just start putting bricks down, and you're like, okay, when I get to if I'm doing a tree, I'm putting the trunk down. I don't know how I'm going to do the limbs yet, but when I get to the limbs, I'll put something there and make it work. Instead of planning everything out.
So do you find though you compromise quite a lot while you're doing it, but you have to get to make it look like a finished product?
Oh, on the show, absolutely. You compromise for a lot of reasons. You compromise first of all because of time.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons our first build was so small. Is I built very much like I tend to build for myself.
Yeah, because that's the scale that you build to.
I had my deck. It was a boat, and my deck was all tiled. Like if it was like wood planks, all tiles and all that. So I never would. That was an hour wasted because they don't even look at those details. I should have just left it studded and spent that extra hour building something to make it bigger or more features that are more visible. So you do compromise a lot in building under the clock, and it's a very different way of building. And you also compromise because 5 million bricks is what they claim. Sounds like a lot of bricks. But when you think about how many different types of parts and how many different types of colors there are, it's still somewhat limited. Like there's a lot of snot type bricks that we didn't have, or just stuff that you're like, okay, if I normally I'd use these 3 parts to accomplish this, and you realize that you only have like one of those parts, and you're like, you got to come up with a brand new way to achieve what you and you don't have time to. So yeah, there's a lot of compromise because you gotta get something done on the clock.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not very relatable to building, for yourself. But I definitely learned a lot about. I tend to overthink my builds, which is why sometimes I don't build as often as I'd like to, because I'm thinking about it for. Just today on my drive home, I was thinking about my next build and how do I do. I have no idea how I'm going to do something, so I just spent too much time thinking, and I keep telling myself just start building, and just start and see what happens.
Just start, yeah. And sometimes you can sort of like think, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, or I'll just do this, and then by the time you get around to it, you're too knackered or tired to get on with it. And sometimes you just got to say, no, I'm going to do it. This is my thing. And if you keep doing that, make it almost like a bit of a lifestyle thing, folks. It becomes not quite the norm, but at least you could look back over it over various iterations, and then you kind of know and kind of build up a thing more than anything. Interesting. A few people out there are saying how they mock and stuff like that. Johnny Build says that's how I build a mock. I just get started on it and work it out as I go.
Smart.
And there's a friend of mine who streams called Craig, and he always likes to stream when he builds something. He likes to build it with a narrative. He has like a story behind it, which is kind of like I like that idea. I do, and
that is how I started on the show every build, and how I do that personally. A lot of times, a minifigure will drive a build for me.
Because I've got
somebody asked in the chat actually if I didn't answer because we were talking, but if that's an Aztec temple behind me, which it is. And that whole mock came about because of that minifigure, the Aztec minifigure.
Yeah,
there's like 40 of them. I don't know how to do this. There.
Take your time. That's it.
There's 40 some of them, actually more than that.
Wow.
So yeah, that I do that a lot. Whereas a story will drive my build.
Oh, there we go. Very good.
I always start, and on the show that was our big thing, was come up with a story and then just start building to that story.
Yeah, I've got an idea that's simply been born out of. I thought today I'll just have a look at what figures actually come with the Series 14 Monsters series that I'm, by the way, folks, building tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK, 12 o'clock EDT time. And one of them is a zombie pirate, or like a ghostly pirate. And I thought, I've got an idea for him. He could be a leader of something. So watch this space, folks. That is born an idea, and it's a story, and I can kind of relate to it, and it's just easy to develop something. I do love a story. I think as humans, we do love a story as well, especially if they're Lego.
I'm gonna show you a quick mock that my daughter did really quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, good stuff. There he goes. There, always got nice legs, isn't he? My short, bit baggy, but there we go. It's the fashion out there in Miami, maybe. Oh, he's back. Don't say anything.
So my daughter, she wanted to build a little mock, and I told her, find a minifig you like and build a story. So she picked I have them up here also. She picked this guy that came with the last CMF. Jeez, I'm so bad at using the camera. So that's the one she picked, and so this is a story she came up with, which is he's delivering newspaper.
That's epic.
That's
and
fantastic.
he was riding on his bike and spent his time looking at the dog and hit the. It's just a little scene, but it's all driven by the minifig she picked and the little story she told about. So that's all. I think that's a great way to start doing mocks.
Dude, that's great. That's great.
If you're looking for ideas.
Yeah, a story. Take a story and develop it. Oh, I like it. I like it. Yeah. He's such a flirt, Greg. Who? Me? What can I say? We got pig wheels out there. So I also heard from S2 folks. Series 2, I guess that is. For those in the know, the production was lucky, and they could call up Atlanta Brick Co. To get stuff locally. They might have needed for Brick Pit. Okay,
the production was lucky. Yeah, production uses Atlanta Brick Company a lot for stuff. As a matter of fact, Atlanta Brick Company, I guess they didn't feel like. Well, you guys haven't seen our. I don't know those maybe who saw it, but this is part of my episode 3 build, which was a volcano build, and if you guys can see, there's like crud on it. There's like.
So what happened there? Was there explosion?
It was lava. Yeah, we had lava. We had to use lava and create a motion out of the lava. So a lot of this stuff has lava on it. So they didn't. I guess they didn't want to even bother cleaning it up. So they just sent the builds from that particular build to Atlanta Brick Company. To just, I guess, do with whatever they wanted, and luckily they were able to send it back to me. So I was nice. very appreciative of them to send that to me.
That's it. There we go, folks.
You're not allowed to take anything with you, so it's nice to have physical memento from the show.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, definitely. It's nice. So, was you able to maybe borrow a prop for a long time or something like that?
No, I mean.
I don't know. That face tells me you can't say because it's
there's no props. There's no props on set that you could take. Everything's big there, so there's not like any little. But I did end up bringing some bricks with me, but not intentionally. Just you. Sometimes you're putting bricks in your pocket and you're running from the brick pit and you're shoving your pocket full of bricks, trying to carry as much stuff as you can, and then I'd get back to my hotel room or whatever at night, and I'd be like, oh, here's like a couple 1x1, plates or whatever. So yeah, I had a few bricks that came with me, but nothing large or intentional.
That's it. Okay, it always honestly, folks, just a little tip for you: it pays to have your trousers turned up. Just saying.
Actually, there's 2 contestants called Tim and Tim that wore overalls, and that was definitely a big advantage.
Oh, really? That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. If people say, "Oh, what do you what do you want to dress up as?" I just go a massive pocket. So you just load it up.
Kangaroo.
It goes a kangaroo. Sweat, wouldn't you? Can you imagine it? Oh, the stink. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Titanium J. Good insight there, Lewis. Super appreciate that, my friend.
No problem.
Lewis, Titanium, you look like you built a couple of tanks then.
Yeah, let me get them.
Okay, you can get them. Oh, he's got a pirate on the go down there, and dare I say, it looks a little bit scary.
Yeah. So I got 2 tanks now. These are great. Love them.
They do look good, actually.
Yeah, and then also.
Oh yeah, go for it.
On the topic of starting mocks.
You're going to do the C?
Those are nice plates.
Is that C?
No, they're just the base plates.
This is the base
All 3 as well.
Yeah,
you've got 3 of them.
I need 4, and they were the blue base plates were $5 on Amazon, as opposed to the $8 retail.
I've got to buy a few of those.
But Amazon would only let me order 3. So
that's because they're on deal, mate. That is, yeah. This is absolutely true, folks. I kid you not. I got the AT-AT for Christmas last year, and I'm going to start building little bits on it every night, maybe a half hour here and there, because I've really got to get it finished. And ever since literally January, every month, Amazon dropped the price of it by about £3 or £4. So every month I've bought one of the Snow Trooper packs. Which I don't know how many you need for it, but I think I've literally got about 13 or 14 Snow Trooper packs. So that's going to make for a boring stream one day. But there we go. It'll be a snowy one. Maybe I'll join Rosie on one of his streams. He could do the fire. He'll be all the fire. I'll be the ice.
You could do like speed build, see how quickly it takes you to build them all.
Yeah, that's true, actually. How quick can that would make quite a good video, is that? It's how quick can I physically build a Snow Trooper battle pack?
Yeah,
guys, I'm gonna do it. Would you like to see me do that, guys? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, how is Mustafa? Is Mustafa rising, or is it sinking slowly into the lava?
Very slowly. It's just that, like, I started on Studio, and I got basically everything. Everything was going well until I started the rock work.
Yeah,
and I just couldn't hack it. So obviously, I've just been doing it randomly. I bought one of the. Is the box? No, the box isn't closed. I bought one of those creator set things with like 1,000 random bricks for like £40.
Brilliant.
To like build up the inside and sort of like support it. Because that was a problem I was having in the studio is the supporting structure. It's hard to sort of tell, how strong it's going to be and stuff. But it's slowly rising. It needs to climb a lot more than it currently is, though, I'm noticing. But get around to that.
Good man.
Till February.
Yeah, that's very cool indeed.
Yeah. Late February as well.
It does, yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's true. I've got to get in touch with him this weekend, funny enough. Very cool, mate. You're getting there. That's the main thing. So anyway, let's have a quick beam in on the brick bods, because Carrie looks like she's in between snacks at the moment.
I'm actually building. I've finished all my snacks.
I finished all my snacks.
Can you see the Sierra? Yeah, what's wrong?
You got a window pane missing?
Yeah. So my window pane has been eaten by the machines. You can't see that. You're never going to see that. But it's been munged.
Hold it up for her, please.
Munged.
Give us some chance.
No.
You're still going to struggle, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we
need the black background.
Ian, do you play the guitar?
No.
He's got very long nails, hasn't he? Ooh.
Yeah.
Isn't that? You get clawed. He's like the saber tooth. He is the X-Men. He really is. Yeah. Look it up. Look it up. Have you had any luck? Have we got any updates on the video we're looking up?
He found a different one.
No, I found 2 that are different. One person gets like hit in the face with a washing machine. I've not found the rugby one. You
can't find the one where his head gets how can I put it, decapitated almost with a boot.
No, I can't find that at all.
Okay,
maybe you dreamt it, Greg.
Everyone said that about the last one, that I was justified in the end. I really was.
I remember that. I was here for that one, I think.
Exactly. I was. But what can I say? Let's have a look. We had a question there from Johnny Builds for you, Lewis. He says, question for Lewis. He says, I've heard from some LEGO Masters in the first couple of seasons that the producers tried to false create drama. Did you experience this? or sense it. I mean, it is reality TV, so I think they probably would. But
No.
what did you think?
No, I'd say up until now, I haven't seen the edits for the future episodes. It's all very legit. There's nothing there. I think in the when you're doing the one-on-ones, you might ham it up a little bit, but it's nothing. You're not saying anything that's not true or anything that's not the way you feel. So no, I would say that definitely was not the case for our season. And as I mentioned in the chat, if anything, there was sometimes drama that they leave out. I know Lego is very keen on having this be a very positive show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
they don't like negativity and listen. It's if we look like we all get along on the show, that's actually very true. We all to this day we all chat together. We have a group chat that we chat on every day, all of us, and we all get along very well. So we legit had a good time with each other. If you see us crying or upset that somebody's going home, it's because you become very close to these people, and you feel sad to see them go. So it was all legit. It's all. I'm very happy with what I've seen so far from the editors, and as challenging it is to break down, probably 5 or 6 or 7 cameras at a time, shooting 24 people building. Condensed to 40 some minutes per episode is a challenge, but they've done a good job.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, I tell you what then. Should we have a look at some new sets that got announced this week? I think we should. There we go. So anyway, let's first of all, let's start off with what was announced today. I think there we go. We go with this with this lot up here, shall we? And interestingly, someone has metamorphosized into the green room. But anyway, we'll wait until they're ready. There's a very familiar background as well in that. Actually, dare I say it? Actually, I'm going to say it when they come in. But anyway, good questions out there. But anyway, first of all, what do we think? What do we think of these plants? I mean, they are tiny, that's for sure. And they seem to have come out of nowhere, albeit there were sort of some vague pictures floating around earlier this week. But I think these are quite good, to be honest. But they're totally not my thing. But I'd probably buy them for my mum or something like that for Christmas. Anyone else got any thoughts on these guys?
Yeah, and I think they're quite good. I mean, as I said, it's not something that I would necessarily buy, but there's some useful parts there as well, I can see. So but yeah, no, they do look quite nice as well. I mean, if you collect them as well, I think they make a nice addition, with the other stuff as well. Definitely. But yeah,
I like them.
Well, Louis likes them. He's a Lego master. What about you, Rosie? I mean, surely you could see some of these existing on Mustafa or something like that, especially the Venus flytrap.
Well, definitely not Mustafa, but yeah, obviously it's not the type of thing I would buy. But like, I'm really tempted because the price is it what, £45 or something, I think, which seems very good value for that. And I'm moving soon, so it's easy decoration, cheaper than buying real flowers. So
where are you moving to? Are you moving down south?
No, like about 10 miles down south. So
okay, well, a warmer climate, nonetheless, mate. Warmer climate.
Yeah, there you go. 10 miles.
Brick pods. You got any thoughts on these?
Yeah, I mean, we've liked the botanical range from the start, and so we will undoubtedly be getting this. The only slight downside to it is obviously quite a lot of pots.
Yeah, the pot is.
I'd have almost preferred it if it was you had a couple of pots and then you could change the plants round.
Good idea.
Because we're not going to need the pots really, so we will try and work the plants into either the coral reef or the city in some way. But the pots themselves will just go into parts.
You get like giant oversized pots in like parks.
Yes, you do get some, so we'll be able to use some. But
I like the purple butterflies, obviously.
Yes, you know what? As soon as I saw them being mentioned, let's have a look at it. Have we got any close-ups of those? I think just about that one.
They're
really.
so small that it's hard to see them.
But what a great part! I mean, is it me? Just sometimes Lego stuff, Lego parts, Lego elements, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't look like Lego. It looks like it could be a proper model of what it is we're looking at. And it just strikes me odd. It's a bit like some of the figures that we get, like Winnie the Pooh and stuff like that, you know, and certain other Disney figures. They look like the real thing. They're not even Lego-fied. That to me is like a really brilliant element that loads of people are going to use for all sorts of things. But yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre. It's just I need to talk to a Lego designer about it, maybe. So yeah, interesting. But so Carrie, do you think is this going to be day one, or are you going to wait a few weeks and then it'll probably discount or something like that?
We're going to wait for a discount. We don't need anything really day one these days. Got so much stuff.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You guys do get a lot.
But I also think the story behind the botanical stuff is really positive as well. So, like the first set of them, it was basically, you know, to try and encourage mental health from the workers. It was that they would go off and they would build these things, and they were never destined to be sets. It was just a relaxation technique that they had, you know, looking at nature and then playing with the Lego and all of that kind of thing. And from that spawned the whole theme. So I think that's a really good thing as well, that you can see that they're actually, you know, doing stuff to help the designers, and not just for designers, but anyone in the company who was there, that they could spend time working on these.
I didn't know that.
That's very cool.
I can completely see it. Like I would like to build these outside. You know, there is a certain irony, of course. Plants need the sun, and you wouldn't put these out in the sun. But equally, I find these a lot more, how can I put it, welcoming than, say, the office plants. Well, certainly the office plants I get at work anyway. Because I was jokingly saying the other day to these ones, I think like yucca plants or something like that. And I was saying to my colleagues, I said, I don't know why they bother watering these. They're plastic. And do you know what? It actually took them 10 minutes to to figure out that I was actually winding them up because they were real, but it's just they're getting so little sunlight. I don't see the point. These are small. They're colourful. I like what Ian said though. Maybe less pots and more pieces, but I mean, price for ratio, not necessarily is the thing to go by these days. 758 pieces for £45. I think that's pretty good value, don't you?
Yeah, there's some nice recolors in there as well. I know they've got the pith helmet they've got, and the flat caps as well in one of them.
The flat caps? Have they got flat caps in there?
Yeah, in the small in the
green.
All the
way. Next one.
Okay, next one.
Oh, look, those are brushes.
We've got brushes in there. Red brushes. I like the red brushes.
That little green one there a second ago.
There we go. And then
that green one there, the dark green one there, all the little flat caps.
My God, these are tiny, aren't they? No wonder Lego called them tiny plants. They really are tiny.
They're pretty great.
I love it though. Great parts usage though. We always love that. We really do. All right. Well, on the whole, everyone seems to like these, which is pretty good.
It's good for the scale as well. They've got a lot of detail considering how small they are.
Simon doesn't like it. He says they just don't jump it. He's afraid. They obviously don't do much for me as well, Simon. But I do appreciate how they've taken something that's very natural and Lego-fied it. I always appreciate that.
I think sorry.
No, go on, Luis.
No, I think the best thing about this line though is that I know for a fact that a lot of people who've never built Lego are building these. My mother built the Birds of Paradise. My girlfriend, who's never done a set, wants to build the Orchid set, which I just got her recently, so she'll be building that. I can see her building something like this.
I bought my mum the same set, and she, typical mother. She's like, "What you got me this for?" I said, "Well, you build it, and it will last ages for you." Anyway, gonna buy that. I might buy these for her for Christmas, as it happens. But anyway, lots of awesome recolor of great parts. I completely agree with that. KO is saying, I'd rather get it just for the pieces, recolor than a set. Yeah, build it. I tell you what, right? I was watching earlier on today. I was watching one of Thiago's videos, and that probably does not come as a surprise to anyone because obviously, very, very soon, folks, he'll be on. And I was watching. He was at the presentation this year in Billund for the new Royal Ornithopter, which is of course the new set from June, and that set comes out on 1st February. The interesting thing about it was that the designer, whose name I can't remember, is Mark something or other. He's a very good designer. He said the one thing he would love people to do right, and this really resonates with me, is after they've built this set, played with it, displayed it for as long as they want to, what he'd like them to do is just take it all apart and rebuild it into something else. And I thought that pretty much sums up Lego in a nutshell. And what a cool thing for the designer of that set to actually say. But anyway, with that in lieu, I think now is probably a very good time to bring on our next guest. It is, of course, how can I describe this guy? Well, for a start, folks, he's Portuguese, and as he rightly pointed out to me when I first started chatting with him on Instagram, Portugal, we're in exactly the same time zone as us here in the UK, which is pretty handy and something I actually definitely should have known, because I do pop over to Lisboa every now and again if I can. But anyway, he was originally a designer for Lego. And he brought us sets, actually, such as the ship in a bottle and the gingerbread house, which is really cool, because my wife absolutely loves that set. She really does. Anyway, he is actually one of my personal favorite Lego YouTubers, and very seldomly do I get nervous about getting someone on the panel. But anyway, this is definitely one of them, and I'm genuinely very lucky to have him here. I really am. And show him some love, everyone. It is, of course, our good friend from Portugal, Thiago. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
I'm flattered for all of these nice words.
Well, what can I say? Thiago,
wow, what an introduction.
Well, it's just pretty bizarre. The first thing to have you on here, and secondly, one of the things I love about you being a YouTuber now, because you've not been a YouTuber for really that long in the scheme of things, is that being that I've kind of been a subscriber to your channel for all these years.
Thank you.
I feel like you've kind of been on a journey, which kind of started in 2019, just as the world was kind of going into lockdown. So the timing was impeccable. I can imagine you rolled your eyes a few times, you and your wife back then as well. But just for the sake of my community and the panel and everyone else, tell us a little bit about who you are, Thiago. Give us a little bit of background insight into you.
Well, where should I start? Well, a lifelong Lego fan since a young kid, and I've always had this dream of working for Lego. And then I joined a local Lego users group, Comunidade 0937, here in Portugal. And through them, I found out that there was these amazing opportunities to work for Lego. Actually, two of my fellow LUG members, who you might have heard about. One of them is Ricardo, who has worked for Lego Friends for like a decade or something. Now he's a manager for Minecraft and stuff like that. And Marcus Bessa. And so these guys inspired me. I was building my own mocks and stuff, and I always had this childhood dream of working for Lego. And then these guys inspired me to try it out. So I was like, well, why not? Let's put together a portfolio of my own creations. I sent it to Lego. Things went well. I got a job offer, and I was working there for 3.5 years. Most of my time there, I was in Creator 3-in-1 as a model designer. Made lots of models no one ever remembers. But then I had the amazing opportunities of working for with sets like the Ship in a Bottle that you mentioned and the Gingerbread House, which were some of my absolute favorites to work on. And a dream come true, especially for the Gingerbread House, because, as AFOL's, the former creator expert theme and now Icons is probably most people's and most AFOL's favorite theme, so being able to get to design one of those models was very special to me. And then 3.5 years later, my wife was like, I'm not really happy here in Denmark. And at the time we had 2 small kids, no family support around us. So we figured, okay, it might be the time to go back home, back Portugal. because if the family isn't happy, you might have your dream job, but
what's the point?
Yeah, so I was like, it was one of the toughest decisions that I had to make, but one that I did make regardless. So I decided to give up on my dream job of working for Lego and came back to Portugal. But at the time I was like consuming a lot of YouTube content. I was watching tutorial videos from Ashiroko and then the reviews from Jang Bricks. And these guys kind of inspired me to, prior to Lego, I was doing video editing. So I had some knowledge about video editing and whatnot. And then I figured I knew a thing or two about Lego as well, given my experience. So I figured, okay, I'll try to put these two together, my video editing knowledge and Lego knowledge, and, try to make a YouTube channel. So, and long story short, things went well. As you said, COVID was a thing in the 2020s.
Yeah, and in some respects, it was a really good choice. And in other respects, though, you kind of had that being a YouTuber. You've got this, and you're a family man as well. You've got this massive uncertainty, and yet you took what you basically did not take the easy route. You took the hard route, the risky route. But the main thing is, you obviously wanted to keep your family together, and that is by far the most important thing in the world, folks. It really is. But you kind of kept on this venture of Lego building and doing mocks and bringing that to the fore and doing your YouTube channel, and I mean, how is it going? And the reason I asked is because I've been looking back at Cali Bricklink and stuff like that. Wherever I've seen you live, I've been trying to piece together how things are and stuff like that. And in year one, when you first started, it was like it was all new. You was in the kind of the honeymoon period, and you had and then you set this target, which at the time I was like, wow, which was to get 1 million subscribers.
Yeah,
and I always thought, if there's ever we've got a saying over here in the UK, I'm sure it's the same thing in Portugal, make it a rod for your own back. And it's how has that gone? Because then, and the reason I asked that is because year two, you seem to be kind of the enthusiasm, the energy was dipping, but in the last year, it seems to me anyway, it feels like, and that's the sense, and this is why I feel like I've been on this kind of journey with you, especially as I've consumed lots of your stuff in the last few weeks. It seems to be on the up, especially since Concord's come out. So I don't know if that's a coincidence there or not. I don't know. But tell us a little bit about that and how I mean, the world has changed since you said, I want to get 1 million subscribers. The world has changed so much in that time, and your strategies, I guess, would have changed. How are you dealing with that?
Yeah, that didn't happen, clearly. But yeah, wow. You did your research, that's for sure.
Well, no, because but the thing is, like, you think you know someone, and then but it's when you watch your videos. And I know you're a private person, so don't go into detail and stuff or anything like that. And I'm certainly no counselor or a psychologist or anything like that. But I want you to succeed, and you're doing a great job. You've got virtually 500,000 subscribers, and lots of people really like your stuff, especially Half Asleep Chris as well. He's a big fan, and
cool.
and it's but what I like about you is that you took this risky chance, and that in itself deserves success. And so again, kind of with that in mind, are you kind of happy where you
yeah, that's easy to speak about taking the risk, because imagine this: you have your dream job and you need to quit your dream job for whatever reason, family in this case. What are you going to do next? That was like the big thing for me. What am I doing next after having stayed at the top of my professional career, So I figured, like the next nicest thing that I could do would be YouTube, because I can still make my job being about Lego. And so that was really the plan, and I was seeing how successful like Ashiroko and Jang Bricks seemed to be. So I figured if I do this consistently, I might have a chance. And initially the goal was just to make $1 under a year. So we had some savings from the time that we spent, that we stayed in Denmark. My wife, we also were able to come back to Portugal because she had a good paying job. So we've given me a year to try this out in a way that, I had my dream job. No, I don't have my dream job. And if I went back to doing whatever I was doing before Lego, I would feel miserable.
Yeah.
So I need to find something that really fulfills me. And that, for me at the time, felt to be like YouTube. So let's see. In 1 year, if I can get at least $1 out of YouTube, that means that I can scale this thing to, making an income, a livable income out of this. And so that was the plan. That was what allowed me to focus like full-time YouTube, like since the start, since I've quit my job at Lego. And I think that was really that mindset, and taking the risk, but at the same time it was like a calculated risk because of all of these savings and my wife having a steady job. So it was a somewhat calculated risk, but still a risk that actually turned out really well. Maybe due to COVID as well, lots of creators saw a major boost in their following and subscribers and whatnot. And that also happened to me. It was a bit of luck, I can say, but it was also like hard work.
Because you were pumping out like a video a day. Now,
from January to August of 2020, I only missed like a few days, and I was doing like tutorials every single day, a new video every single day. I think I missed like 3 or 4 days between January and August of 2020. And then in March 2020, it was the lockdown, so we had to stay home. And the time I had to work on the videos and to come up with ideas and do all of the stuff was when my kids were doing their nap or at night, because the rest of the day they were like small kids. I can't just drop them there and then they can handle themselves. It didn't work back then because they were very young. So it was a lot of hard work. I was also doing like articles for Brickset and Zuza Mengabout.
Oh, cool.
So there was a lot of work involved, lucky, but also a lot of work, and it worked out. Like I started uploading in September, seriously in January, and by April or May, I think April, I got monetized. And right from the start, cost of living in Portugal isn't that crazy. And again, my wife had a good paying job. So right from the start, the money I made from YouTube was more than enough for me to be able to do this as a full-time job. So yeah. And then there has been a journey because, like you said, I started with the mocks, with the little mocks, and then it has been evolving. And then the 1 million subscribers was at a point in time where I was like really like analyzing analytics and doing that kind of stuff and studying a lot of YouTube and Mr. Beast and all of these big YouTubers and what they were doing. And I kind of had figured out that if I followed this path of making certain types of videos, that would eventually lead me to getting to that 1 million subscribers milestone. And I was highly focused on that at the beginning of 2021, I think. That's when I did like the podcast with Bricklink. when I was talking about that 1 million subscribers goal, and then life hit me like a truck. Like every other week, I had a sick kid, and then it was a crazy year for me on a personal level that got in the way of many of my projects and ideas. That I have these ideas. I have to spend this amount of time to make these videos that will propel me to the 1 million subscribers. I know for sure that this will work. But then I was like completely drained out of energy to do.
Yeah, and that's hard because when being creative, it's not a 9 to 5 job. You take Lewis for example. He's currently on LEGO Masters Season 4. They say, right, you got to do this. You've got to do it in this amount of time. And that's like a really condensed, crazy way of kind of brainstorming and thinking and what you're going to do. And when it comes to doing content and things like that, or something that's different, because let's face it, there's lots of people that do different reviews. The thing that you bring to it is yourself and your personality. And the charm as well. But it's for being creative. It's really tough. You can't just sit down with a cup of coffee or water or whatever and think I'm going to be creative now or get back into it. It takes time to sort of get into where you want to be, and sometimes that could be after an hour and a half of watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, or just playing with a few bricks. And then, of course, you've got to contend with being tired and things like that, and how you feel. So everything kind of goes on the back burner, and you've got to slow up. And of course, you then adapt and maybe re-strategize things or something like that. I don't know. I don't really go too deep into strategies or anything like that. If I was having that conversation, I'd be talking to Shy for sure. Maybe I'll talk to him about what I should be doing, really. But I just do it for fun. And that's the thing, and that's the difference. By day, I've got a completely different job. This whole thing is just for fun and the community and stuff like that, and bringing people together. But for you, I always remember it. I've got. This is going to sound so weird. I got an electric toothbrush, and I always remember and when I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, I've got to have the volume up really loud. So I can hear what the hell what's being said and stuff like that. And it was your video of when the day you left Lego. And honestly, folks, I have never seen to this day. I've never felt how you felt on that day. Like your emotion really came through. And bearing in mind, this is when you was kind of very new to the video scene and stuff like that, and recording yourself. And I kept thinking, God, I wish you'd drop that camera down just a little bit and stuff like that, and things like that. But the thing was, it was like a vlog, really, and it was a really, honestly, guys. I'll tell you what I'll do is later after the stream, I'll put the link down below. And while you're down there, it gives a thumbs up as well. You know how it goes, folks. But the thing was, it was like, I was like, God, this guy's got there's some emotion there, and I really like that. So that was when I was hook, line, and sinkered in. It really was. And since then, you're kind of in this group of people that I generally watch week in, week out. I keep pretty quiet about it, but you generally are. So we'll look at some of the new sets that have come out in a minute. Don't worry, Thiago. We're not going to be hammering you all the time, but while you're here, we want to enjoy our time with you and stuff. I'm curious. Then I'm curious. Fast forward 4 years, right? You've been the Lego designer. You've become a successful household name in the community of AFOLs, which in itself is a massive feat. It really is. And then you go back to Billund for a kind of RFLM weekend to see what Lego have been up to and what they've got in the pipeline. How did that feel? Did that feel like you've done a complete circle or something like that? Did you catch up with some friends, some designers? Did you maybe do some I don't know, brainstorming with them and say, well, this would be a good idea. I don't know. How was that? Because that must have felt quite strange for you. And I don't know. It's really because you're approaching it from a different perspective. And that perspective that you have is completely different to any other Lego YouTuber, Twitcher, whatever you want to be that was there. So you was kind of unique in that situation.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't as crazy as when I went back to Lego in 2021 to freelance for a project. So so I was contacted to freelance for Sonic, for the Sonic sets that came out back in 2021, and that was weird because emotional again, because I never thought that I would set my feet back into Innovation House, the place where they do the design of Lego sets. So that was crazy, and it was one of the funniest experiences, coolest experiences, like to be able to go back inside. And then super funny because I got all of these weird looks, like meeting old colleagues that had no idea that I was going back there, because I wanted to keep it as secret as possible. So I had lots of weird looks at, what are you doing here? And so it was like the funniest thing ever. So that was weird in a way, but also cool, because of this that I just said, that I never thought that I would be back there. So that felt very special. And then being back in a way to Lego design was really cool. And it was like a short project or a short contract for just a few weeks, like 5 or 6 weeks, but that was really cool. And now I feel that I'm so into the content creator part of the community that it was great seeing some of my former colleagues doing some presentations about upcoming Lego sets. Seeing Mike again was really cool, and getting to talk to him a little bit afterwards was really great. But I felt that it's the place where I belong now, being a content creator, and that being part of those fan media days was my place to be, rather than feeling like I should be the guy on the other side in some sort of way. But it didn't felt weird. It felt like kind of natural. I don't really know how to explain it better, but it was okay, I guess.
It was nice. It was a good experience. You enjoyed it, and the nice thing is, you at that point you had the best of both worlds. You were seeing it as a YouTuber, and so here's the thing then. So how does it feel then, calling yourself like? Do you call yourself a content creator, or do you call yourself a YouTuber or a content creator for YouTube? Would you give yourself like an official title even, or anything like that? Or
content creator, I would say, like, content creator. If I want to impress some kids, I'll tell them that I'm a YouTuber, and they have like a silver play button, and they'll go, wow. But that's for kids only. Like for most times, I'll just say I'm a content creator, or that I make videos for YouTube, and depending on how old the people I'm talking to are, then I'll try to be as less. They don't understand, then they don't grasp the concept of being a YouTuber, so it's really hard. So it goes from being a YouTuber. There's a range of, I'm telling people I'm a YouTuber, from going all the way to I make videos. I edit videos.
Cool. I know what you mean. My dad thinks I'm on TV or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
my dad's scared to use an app because in case it costs him money to do it, but he's in his 80s, so that's the thing for him as well.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's bizarre, but it's true, and it's life. That's the thing. It really is life. So anyway, so talking of life, this week we've got some new announcements. Of course, Thiago's already covered it as well on his YouTube channel. That is of course the Royal Ornithopter. It really is. Now, the weird thing is, I only watched this movie probably about 2 months ago, something like that. And I thought, wow, this is firstly, it's a really cool movie. It's right up there with, I don't know, the style of the movie, the way it kind of moves, the speed and everything like that. It's very Star Trek, the motion picture meets Blade Runner, meets Star Wars. I'm like, Gaz, I mean, you're a massive sci-fi fan. I thought there was a lot of Star Wars in there, but of course, Star Wars really originated from the original books of Dune. So, did you like it? Was you a fan of the movie?
I haven't actually seen it yet, to be honest.
Have you not, guys?
No.
Yeah, you got to see it. You got to see it.
Really
But
good.
yeah, Lewis, did you? So you enjoyed it then? And
I did. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I did as well.
For a supposedly unfilmable film, I thought they did an amazing job. So.
Yeah.
For years, people were saying that it couldn't be done properly. So, even though they had one in the '80s, but I think that probably added to the mystique that it can't be. It's a book that can't be shot properly or filmed properly. But I thought they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, they did. All right, well, let's go around on the panel to see how their builds are coming along, and then we'll take a look at said set. I just want to say hello as well to the veteran Lego dad, Roger. Great to see you, my friend. It was really cool having you on last week as well. Dude, totally loved that. Pink Wheels is out there as well. And Stud Sidious is saying, I'm sure he doesn't miss the creative briefs. The freedom of working for yourself is hard to beat, but you usually have to work much harder. You do. I bet you do. And also as well, keep motivated. Thiago, just out of curiosity, do you, because I definitely need structure. Are you a guy that needs structure, or are you kind of, you have set times of doing stuff and things like that, or do you kind of just do what you want when you want to do it?
Yeah, I've been winging it for the past few years, and that hasn't really been working out. So for the last couple of months, I've been picking up a schedule and setting some goals for the week, and I'm feeling the effects of being consistent, like doing 2 uploads a week on my channel, and I've been feeling the benefits of doing that. So right now I'm still trying to figure out things to know how to move forward. But for the last couple of months, I've been having this plan of like trying to organize things in a way that I can do 2 uploads every week.
Very cool.
Greg, I will add, you mentioned earlier about how creative work can be difficult.
Yeah.
I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I worked in graphic design for a long time. And I remember, like, I think accounting is like the total opposite of what I like. I would kind of look at it as the total opposite of what I would do. And I remember there's days where I was like, I would kill to be an accountant right now, where every day 2 + 2 is always 4, and you don't have to think. So I remember I've had that thought a lot of times when you're doing creative work. I was just like, everybody thinks it's easy, but it's hard. It's hard to come up with new ideas all the time, and sometimes you just wish for 2 + 2 is 4. You don't have to think about it. You just know what you got to do, and you just got to add your numbers together.
I've got to be honest.
That as well sometimes.
I've got to be honest, right? When I build a massive set, like, and when I say massive, folks, anything over like 2,000 pieces, I am literally craving to build like a £10 set. Something really simple and quick and easy that doesn't give me a headache, like the modular construction site, which I love that set. It's one of my top 3 sets of all time. But oh man, I just needed to breathe afterwards, and we all need that. We really do. And you know, and a lot of people, Gaz, I don't know how you feel about this, but a lot of people say, Lego is very good for your, your mental health and stuff like that. And I think, it is really good. But when you're doing live streams and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like it at the time. It doesn't. It all comes down to circumstances and situations. But anyway, the situation's folks. We got some people actually building Lego on this stream, which is very, very, very cool. Let's find out how the Brickbods are doing. And Brickbods, just a little reminder, don't forget next week you got to update your calendar. We've got full moon tomorrow night as well. So Harry, Ian, show us how your builds have been going, folks.
I finished mine.
Oh wow.
Got the little spinny clock. Whee.
I love your little voices.
It's fun. The whole set opens up to sort of like if you take this bit off, the whole bit sort of hinges, but I don't know why, because then you stop it from hinging. So that seems like an interesting technique for no real reason.
No, it's a nice one. Nice one there. Ian and
oh, look at that.
What do you think of the old
It's a really good colour.
It's
I like
nice, yeah.
I love it.
It's got kind of different features on it, so you can
I wish I'd
push the
built
bins in, and then lift it out and take the rubbish out.
What color? What color is the back of that truck? Is that green or is that
That's
like
the
a teal?
teal colour.
Teal,
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it won't stay that colour forever, being a recycle bin, just saying. What about the figures? If I remember, it came with about 3 or 4 figures, didn't it? And some
Oh,
bins.
you got
Yeah, it comes with
highlighter yellow jackets going.
yeah.
Oh,
So you got like the 2 workers.
Yeah, you're showing
Right.
those off so well.
I know, brilliantly.
That's all right. It's nice.
And then
Cool.
kind of
Nice brooms.
the one person throwing away some rubbish.
That's it. I remember the wig. The
Recycle.
hairpiece on that was amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're now building little stunts cars.
Stunts cars are good.
Arcs even.
Yeah.
I've got the purple one.
Of course, you've got the purple one.
That's what she goes for. Thiago, she's got to think about purple. If it's purple, she loves it. If it's too light a shade of purple and it borders on lavender, she can't stand it.
Maybe lavender is not my friend.
Instant bin.
It's just not.
I'll tolerate it, but I prefer the dark
She
purple.
tolerates lavender. I like it. It's one of those.
These are great on live streams when something they're just fun to play with. Lovely thing. Best thing ever.
Great. Stunts are good fun.
Yeah, cool.
They really are. And they don't take batteries as well, which is kind of cool. We got Minark. He says, Minark, give us £2. Thank you so much, Minark. He says, what a wholesome story to hear. Thank you so much, Thiago, which is very cool. And for that, I think we'll have for this Minark, I think we'll have a bit of the old autopilot action. So Minark, is for you.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Very cool indeed. All right, here we go. If only we could wear one of those in our cars. That'll be the future, folks. Don't worry, it will happen one day.
Just imagine that.
That'd be great. It'd be a nightmare if though it gets deflated. You have to take it down the tire fitters or something. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? But anyway, how bizarre. Lewis, how you getting on building that Star Wars set? You probably built about 10 of them by now, haven't you?
No, not that fast. It's going great though. I love the construction here.
Yeah,
these are great.
The back end of it is arguably, you kind of want to put it on a turntable or something.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Good.
Like, and these figures are. I don't get too much Star Wars stuff. I like my yellow minifigures, so I tend to get. I don't get the licensed stuff too much, but this is just beautifully printed.
Vader is very cool. Has he got the arm print? He's got the arm print on that.
He does. I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to show, but
it's getting
I don't know. Yeah, it's there. Well,
yeah, it's there somewhere. We can see it. We can see it. That's it. Yeah, it's very cool. It's a very good Vader. I think that Vader came out first of all when the Duel on Bespin set, which is a cracking little set. It really is. Now, talking of cracking sets, Andrew's actually building the UCS X-Wing from Luke Skywalker's fame. How you getting on with it, mate? Last time we see you, he was doing the fuselage.
It's going pretty well so far. Yeah, it's got the stand already, and I'm going to start working on the wings.
Oh, it's good shading, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's coming together pretty nicely. This is every once in a while, it kind of sucks when LEGO re-releases a new set, but because I didn't have this one before, it's pretty nice to get the benefit of it being re-released, right? So I'm looking forward to adding this one to the collection, definitely.
Dude, I was well happy when they brought it out, and they've done a great job. Like, it really is a very cool set.
And for sure.
What made it even? God, who was with me at the time? Rosie, did you go to Star Wars celebrations this year?
Yep.
You did.
I went for one day though. I went on the Friday, and I think you went on the Saturday, right?
I went on the Saturday, so I missed you. Yeah, of course. We had all the Lego designers there of that set, Andrew. So it was brilliant to meet them. Top guys as well. I mean, I just gave them anything and they'd sign it. Thank goodness. That said, I had to buy a lot of Lego and queue up for about 3 hours. But that aside, it was phenomenal, which I totally loved. But yeah, it's a cool set. Is it? Has anyone else? Rosie, you're a big Star Wars fan, as well as being a massive Harry Potter fan. Have you bought the X-wing?
I haven't bought the X-wing, no. The next Star Wars sets I want is the last year's diorama sets. So that Emperor's like sort of Darth Vader Luke dual set, and the what's the other one? Is it the Ewok
trash
Endor,
compactor?
isn't it? It's
Yeah,
the
Endor as well. The speeder chaser.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Lovely sets.
I'm just waiting for sales for those two.
Yeah, well, they will. They're big going in sales already. I bought the. Here's the thing, right? The Lego Advent calendar, Lego Advent for Star Wars. I bought that this week for £21, which is a massive reduction. Yeah, and so I don't know if they're not selling this year or what, but I just wanted it for the Ewok and Omega. And also, what was the other one I bought this week? The City one. I got that for £15. That was.
Oh, wow.
So super happy with them. Now, of course, folks, as you all know, tomorrow I'm going to be building this lovely little set from the creator gift with purchase, which is, of course, the Pirate Scary Island. But someone over there in the top right hand corner, by the name of Titanium J, he's actually built one already. So let's check that out, shall we?
God, TJ.
Yeah.
It's a sharp place.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice little build. I'm gonna take the treasure chest out so it doesn't spill all over. But yeah, they did that mouth really well, and there's a couple jumpers in there, so you can put stuff inside. And then on the other side, there's kind of this little ruined area. Even a bat on the lantern.
Is it just me, or is it missing its front teeth?
It'll suck you to death.
And there's this little raft as well.
Yeah, the raft is really nice. I love that Americans call it rafts. We call them rafts. What's
rafts on the water?
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. That's spot on.
Yeah, you don't say the water of Majorca don't taste like what it oughta. What's happening? Lego, you got their ultra combo mech.
I'm taking apart the ultra combo mech to put in storage. This is what I've got left.
Oh wow!
So I'm almost done.
Oh, sure. Good stuff. I like it. He's straight in there. He is. Right, good stuff. So anyway, so on that note, I think we should take a look at some new sets, and then we take a look at some pickies and stuff like that. So anyway, so set of the week. Arguably, some people might say it's Steamboat Willie. Some people might say it's some tiny plants. But of course, in my eyes, the set of the week is probably going to go down to this big bad boy, which I've got to be honest, I wasn't necessarily too sure if I ever wanted to get it, but the more I look into it, the more I find I actually do want to get it. So let me know in the chat what you guys out there think about this. I don't know. It's bizarre because for me it crosses two boundaries. Sci-fi is like I think it's classed as a franchise. Dune.
I guess so. Yeah,
it's kind of military. There's a hint of military about it because I don't know, but it's more sci-fi than the military for sure. I don't know. What do we think? Where should I go first? First, Lewis. Let's start with you. You're a Dune fan. What's your initial thoughts on this? Because I think
I think my initial thought it's a beautiful build, but I was very surprised. I think this is. I mean, I was trying to think of an IP that Lego made a set from that's more adult oriented than Dune. I mean, I'm glad. I love it, but I was just very surprised that this is an IP that they would choose to work with. So I hope that's a sign of things to come. I think the closest I could come up with maybe is 007.
Yeah,
maybe the Batman, the last one.
Batman's
but
pretty dark and mysterious.
But even those have their obvious appeal for kids. I mean, I watched Bond movies since I was a little kid. And, but anyway, I love it. I think it's very cool. I think it's a beautifully designed set.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And I always love new parts. So
with those blades, I think
those blades are very cool.
Really useful.
Thiago, in your video, you said Mark said there were 40 something long. What does that mean? Is that some sort of Lego measurement or something?
Modules.
Yeah. What's a module? Is that like a stud or something?
It's a stud. Some designers just call them modules for some reason.
No idea. I'm glad about that because I thought it was about 40 studs long, so it could be something like that.
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on this set coming out in February? Actually, it's quite a way away.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one because it's heavy on the technique side of things.
Yes.
Which I'm not that big of a fan of, though I'm a sucker for like really cool mechanisms. And this one, like seeing it being shown live was kind of spectacular. So it's really, really cool. So if on one hand I really dislike heavy technique builds, on the other hand I feel like the mechanisms are really good, and it's a Mike Psyche design, which for me personally is
one of the best
model designers currently working for Lego. So
100%. Yeah, even Jamie. I love a bit of Jamie Ramsden stuff. But yeah, and it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because it's kind of like a one-off June set. Now I don't know, maybe we'll get some more. Who knows, folks? Lego Star Trek. That's a pretty good franchise. Wouldn't mind some of that as well, or a bit more even Doctor Who. But I don't know. Firstly, it's a bit weird because it comes out 1st of February, so I'm not really sure why we're getting to see it now. I almost feel there's a few other sets being teed up we should be showing, but also like what Thiago was saying, this set is something like, I think it's 1,400 pieces. Let me just check, folks. Let me just check. There we go. Yeah, 1,400 pieces, 1,369. But 500 of these pieces are Technic pieces. So this is kind of like, this is like the bridge where Technic meets system. And whenever I've built a Lego set that has been constructed upon a chassis of Technic, it's always turned out to be amazing, especially some of the UCS Star Wars sets and stuff like that. Let's have a look at the 360 on this and see what that looks like. I mean,
oh, look at that! That's massive.
I mean, it's got a presence about it.
Yeah.
Love the windows. They're kind of new trans black, I believe. Andrew, you're normally quite left field on what you like and stuff.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think it's really weird. I would have never expected them to have a Dune set, especially this one, but I think it looks cool. Like Thiago said there, like the video he had, like showing the unveiling of it, like it has some pretty cool movements to it. So like the James Bond car, it's got some pretty cool features to it. I really like it after you built it. So I imagine like having this car built, like playing with some of the features, and I think that the figures are amazing as well. I'm not a big fan of Technic. I don't have any Technic official sets in my collection. I got a lot of sets, but like, I mean, this is still technically like under the kind of like their system, right? It's not a Technic set, but to hear that like half of it's Technic is a little crazy, because I don't have anything like that really in my collection.
I know.
But,
That's a bit, I mean, it's like,
it's really cool.
It's almost like a wolf in sheepskin, isn't it?
I don't know if it'll do well.
I
But,
don't know as well, because the film's delayed, is from what I know. So
I think
it will
it's delayed till March, isn't it? I think.
Oh, it's only March.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's no time. Well, there you go. Yeah, it will go with the hype train, because that's why it's going to come out February. Maybe it was set to come out around Christmas time or something like that. Which makes sense.
I think the film was originally going to be out then, wasn't it? But I think because they've still got the actor strike, I think everything's been pushed back. So it could be that's why.
Okay. I thought the right strike's over. I thought I thought that side of it would have been done and dusted by now. It's a shame. But yeah, this. I mean, let's talk about the cloth. This is kind of like the elephant in the room. Now we know where all the kind of research and development went into Captain Rex, because he went into the Baron instead. So the captain got overruled by the Baron, so to speak. And we've got like the longest. I mean, this must be a world record, isn't it? It's got to be the longest piece of cloth in Lego history, surely. I don't know. Rosie, any thoughts on this particular set for you? Is it a day one for you, or is it just a nice to have? I don't know, really.
It's not day one or day anything, because I actually have never heard of Dune before the set came out, unfortunately. But just judging it based on the set itself, I think it's a really cool looking set. I'm surprised of how military-esque it does look, because I know with the recent like Quinjet set from Marvel, I think the designer said that he changed the windscreen piece from trans black to trans blue, and that was on a grey ship because it looked too military. So they seem to have not gone down that route for this. So, but no, it looks really cool. I'm not also a fan of Technic either, so that's another reason why I wouldn't get it. But I mean, it looks fantastic.
I'm curious then, Thiago, from a designer's point of view, right? And your time at Lego, is it kind of like what are the Technic designers like? Are they like a sort of a funny breed or something like that? Like they think, oh, you can definitely tell he's a Technic designer. Are they different? And do they think differently? I'm presuming they've got maybe engineering backgrounds or something like that, but they are different, aren't they? They're like people, I suppose, the same but different. But did you ever think did the boss of the designers go, Thiago, I need you to jump on the old the Technic bandwagon this week, and you'd be like, oh, I can't, no, don't let me do it, please. How was it?
I think, yeah, you really need like a special set of skills to be able to work Technic, because it's a completely different system. And I know that internally they also have their own processes of doing things like that are different from the way like regular system Lego sets are done and designed internally. So that's for sure. As for the people themselves, they're like just regular guys and girls. Not a lot of girls on Technic, but you know, regular guys. I was carpooling with two Technic designers actually for the longest time. So they're cool.
Yeah, cool. And have you got any particular themes that you're kind of really into? Like I don't know, some people are really into their speed champions, and when they come out, they're like, oh, that's a day one for me, I'm just buying that.
Yeah.
And I want to do it for my car collection. And there's a really good YouTube channel out there called Racing Bricks, and their stuff is superb. Have you got I can see you being a bit of a, I don't know, maybe I don't know, yeah, well, what was that? I don't know. I think you're quite varied. I think you like some of the different stuff because, and I'm saying that because
out of the box kind of stuff I really like. Usually, I'm not like the biggest of Super Mario fans, Lego Super Mario, because you know most of the stuff is very, you know, the game and all of that. I think it's great for kids, but not for my taste.
Yeah.
But they do this crazy Lego set once a year, and they've been doing for the past years, except for these years, Piranha Plant, which is not what I was expecting.
Yeah. It's not quite mechanicals, and it's not quite Mario.
Exactly.
It is, yeah.
Exactly, it is. It's great in its own right, but I feel like I really loved all of the 3 other 18+ Lego sets that Super Mario did, like the NES, Crazy Functions, really great. The Mystery Cube, and then the Bowser from last year is they're all amazing. These are some of my favorite sets, and then it's like pick and choose from mostly icons. We'll have some of my favorite stuff, but also ideas. So maybe the theme I would like generally like most of the releases would be ideas as my favorite one, because they do so much different stuff in so many different themes that I really like ideas. Some releases, but then like the occasional icons release, and you know, the Super Mario 18+ sets besides the Piranha Plant. Not because it's a bad set, but because it didn't meet my expectations that they were setting like for the past 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Carrie, you're a big fan of the Mighty Bowser. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I was just looking for it, but it's gone upstairs. The Piranha Plant I quite like as well, so I think it would go quite well with Bowser.
Okay. And did you collect any of the other ones from Mario? Like, are you generally a Mario fan?
Not really. You bought the Bowser's airship, didn't you?
Yeah.
But we haven't done anything with that yet. And we've got the starter kit, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think there's another set that I'd quite like, which is kind of the smaller airships, the kind of Goomba airship ones.
You just like airships, don't you?
Yeah, I think it'll go well with the Bowser one.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the Mario stuff isn't aimed at us.
No, it's not.
All of the play sets, they are very firmly aimed at kids. that's why it doesn't come with minifigs, and everyone keeps complaining that it doesn't come with. It's because it's not aimed at that market. So so we've not done that. The cube is an interesting mechanic, but just wasn't for us. Like the actual small little kind of micro builds, quite interesting. But then so much of the set was just a big box to hide it in that you didn't need.
Before we had kids, we were going to have a games room, weren't we? And that would look good in there, but it's like decor. But yeah, I think it would.
I still think closed or open?
Closed.
And it's
but we had a light version as well. That was pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
But now we don't have time to play video games because kids.
That raises a good question. Brickbots, you guys are like very family orientated. If you don't play video games, and is it just Lego? Is Lego like you make outside of Lego? Have you got any other hobbies? I don't think I've ever asked you this question.
Well, we've got quite a lot of board games, but we don't play those very often anymore either. So yeah, you can see. Look out how many. It's like it goes much higher up than you can see as well, all the way to the top essentially. Yeah, I don't know. Lego's kind of just taken over a little bit.
We've got the chickens.
We've got our chickens, yeah.
You do escape.
Hobby.
You guys do escape rooms and stuff, don't you? As well?
Escape rooms. Yeah, we've got like escape rooms.
Yeah.
Ian just doesn't like leaving the house very often. So.
There's that, yeah.
Well, what about you, Rosie? Now, here's the thing, Thiago. Rosie here, he's building a mock, right? This is going to become his hobby in the near future. He's building it for. Have you got any tips for him, Rosie? Tell Thiago a little bit about this mock that you're building and the hassle that you're having with it at the minute.
I just run into another issue. So obviously, I started the mock on Studio until I got to the rock work, and then came to the conclusion that the rock work is a nightmare to do in Studio. So I started to do it freehand, and I've been just placing blocks randomly. But I'm trying to put I decided this mock was going to be in 2 separate pieces for easy transportation because I want to display this at conventions and maybe bring it to Brickworld next year. So I decided to split the volcano mountain section in half, and that's become very tricky. That's what I'm trying to sort of work out at the moment because there's a lot of internal structure to keep it up. So that has to be, the way that's constructed has to be with that in mind, that consideration of it being able to split in half. So, it's a struggle right now, but I've got plenty of time to build it.
Yeah.
Because the next convention's in late February, so I've got like 5 months.
Yeah, all right, you'll get there.
Yeah, you'll get there. Any tips for him, Thiago? I mean, it's a bit of a beast what he's building, but I know you like your mocks. So, how do you
build mocks as much anymore? Unfortunately, I don't have the time for it, but I think Rosie needs a plan, honestly.
Have you got a plan? I mean, I'm seeing Lego YouTubers this week.
It doesn't feel like you have you have an idea but not a plan, especially with the splitting of the mock seems to be really important for like you said, transportation. So I think that you would probably need to figure that out before advancing too much. Otherwise it will be harder and harder the more you advance with the build. Without a plan to split it.
Yeah.
So I would in our latest mock we do have rockwork on mill plates that splits apart. The one thing that you really want to do is you'll obviously need decent connection points. So you obviously mill plates, you'll connect them at the bottom, but you'll also want bits like halfway up the mountain. So what I would recommend for that is having snot bricks on the back of it, so that you put them together and then you just put like a 2x4 brick across the gap using the snot bricks, and that will hold it together much nicer as you go up. Obviously, if you want to have a 360 view and so you don't want the back to have random bricks, then becomes more difficult. But and I would say generally you're going to want to build the framework for the volcano, not worry about the rock work. You want to build the frame and work out what dimensions you need for the kind of plateau on top, and then put the rock work in later. It's a much easier way of doing it because you know what you're aiming for. You know what kind of steepness you're going to need. Because obviously, if all you're using are normal slopes, then you'll find that it collapses in quite a lot. So it's then realizing where you're going to need inverted slopes to bring it back out to give you enough surface on top.
Yeah.
And you need to watch it as well, because I know when I first started doing some of the rock work I had, that it's very easy to get it flat without meaning to. So you end up having to take it apart and then put something in the opposite direction just so it's all a bit more jagged as well. So it's, that's why studio, you'd probably right missing studio on that bit.
Yeah, I never knew that, because I want to get into studio, but I never knew rock formations was like a thing. Someone who has built one recently, though, not a rock formation or anything like that, but a mock, is Titanium J. Titanium, do you want to show us this mock of yours you've built and tell us what sets you actually build it out of?
This isn't that recent. This is like a year ago. But
well, that's kind of recent. When you get to my age, that's quite recent.
Yeah.
Just that, you know.
This is an ATOT built from some of the parts to the latest ATTE set, and this is how it turned out. So the only thing I didn't really design myself was the legs. I just copied those from the ATTE set and just had to duplicate them. But beyond that, the whole thing is.
What figures would you put in there? Like what Clone War commanders and that would you put there?
Well, you'd have to have a pilot in here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then beyond that, I think back when I built this, I filled it with as many 212th as I had. And then some, I'm guessing 501st, maybe. I don't remember. It's been a while. It seats, what is that, 15 minifigs? Plus you can stand 2 figs there. So you can get 17 in there, 18 if you count the driver. So, and then it has a ramp back here.
Oh, wow.
So he's got those eyes. It's got a back end. He looks like he's like a some sort of insectoid or something.
Oh. See, you say that. There's I saw a picture. You know the new gunship that came out.
Yeah.
There's one of the videos they had it and they turned it around and it looked like a phase as well. So he had like the big eyes, I think, with the back of the jets.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks. They always look like Jar Jar Binks for some reason.
Yeah,
they really do.
Okay.
All right. Now, Rosie, something that you and Thiago have actually got in common, and Rosie looks as surprised as what I am, is that it's not the wooden background, it's not the wooden frame backgrounds, it's actually the Concorde. If there's 2 people that I would always think, no, they're not going to like Concorde. Thiago, you like Concorde. Rosie, you like Concorde. Rosie, tell me quickly, what did you like in particular about Concorde? What gripped you about it?
It's well, I'm into my aviation, so like that's obviously one reason of why I actually bought the set in the first place. Like I've been on Concorde and stuff because there's one still like fully you can actually go and have a tour of it still that's quite close to me. But what drew me to the set specifically was the fact that it feels very close to mock level. Like you buy a lot of Lego sets and it's like, okay, this is really cool, but if someone made a mock of it, then it'll be obviously quite a lot better. I'm struggling to see if someone could make a mock in that same scale better than what the Concorde is. Like it's the way the engineering of it as well, that you can basically like pick it up from one end and it's completely fine. You can drop it and it's completely stable. And the actual structure of it being really long and thin, you'd think it would be inherently fragile. Like, you know, if it was going to be a mock, it would just be a disaster in terms of those specifically. But it's really, really impressive. Like you've held it, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I described holding the Concorde. I mean, this was, you know, I was saying positive things about it. I said it was like holding a swan. Strange thing. Not many people in the world seem to have ever held a swan before. So I need to have used maybe a different analogy. But Thiago, what did you in particular like about the Concorde? Because you really, really liked it, like loved it, even though it was the most impractical Lego set this year, most likely. But it didn't matter. You liked it.
To display for sure. But you know, it's part of my job to build lots of Lego sets. And when you build lots and lots, and I mean lots of Lego sets, then things get a bit, you know, not repetitive, but if you're building like an Icon's car, it's like it starts with a Technic frame and then you start putting stuff on the sides. If you're building like a modular building, you start with a base plate and then build the walls up and do the furniture. So it's always, when you build so many sets, you kind of start seeing some patterns in the way things are built. and then the Concorde was completely bonkers. It's something a completely different building experience. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's, for me, most of the enjoyment that I get out of Lego sets, not having the Lego sets because I have too much Lego nowadays. It's not displaying because I need to take down Lego sets every now and then because I need the space for more Lego sets. I take enjoyment out of building the Lego sets, out of the building experience, of how enjoyable and how the crazy building techniques are. And the Concorde was one of the sets that did the most, did make me feel like, okay, this is next level kind of stuff. I've never seen some of these techniques before. You're like placing bricks and then taking them out and then placing them again for support and then taking them out again. And then like the early stages of the build and the side studs techniques, and it's massive. And I thought that the model will be very flimsy in the end because it's so big and so long. But yeah, like Rosie said, it's a brick. It's very solid.
I know it is, and that's the thing. I tell you what, it's big, but it was quite light as well. Because I go into my one of my nearest Lego stores is Leicester Square, and I went in there and I was like, I want to see how swooshable this thing is, and it is really swooshable.
Very.
Surprisingly, the Venator is as well. They were more nervous about me holding that than I was the Concorde. But it was fun seeing the look on their faces. It really was. But yeah, I totally loved it. And I might buy that set just on the basis of you and Rosie both really liking it, because the build experience, the learning new things of it is kind of like, that's what it's all about, isn't it? And I don't get that too often. I get that. I had it with the 1989 Batmobile. I had it with the modular for the modular construction site for the Bricklink designer program, and to a certain degree I had it with Gringotts as well, which is out of this world. But anyway, talking about building experiences, let's have a look at some people's pictures, shall we, that they've sent in to me. Got a few to get through this week. But anyway, let's start working through them, shall we? This is Stud Sidious, who's obviously it's Halloween. Halloween's coming up, so everyone who's out there, folks, happy Halloween. And this is Freddy Krueger. Oh, I tell you what, did anyone on the UK anyway? Loads of these elements, these 8x8. I don't know what you call it, 8x8 grill pieces. I don't know. They were the Pebbles last week. Anyway, this is some sort of oven or something from. I forget what was the film called. It was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
they were the films back in the days. Very, very cool indeed. I might even have some more in there about that. But yeah, very brilliant, Mark. Thank you for sending that in. Yeah, he's very, very good. Loads of pictures. Do follow Stud Sidious on Instagram, folks. He's posted out loads of pictures. I might even have one or two more in here as well. This is what I'm going to be building tomorrow, folks. Obviously the pirate. Scary pirate set. Those bats there, notice those. Even the moon looks like it's been made of Lego. And of course I'm going to be doing the minifigures series 14 as well. Next up we've got Echo Bricks. He's built, I think this is Bugatti. No, Bugatti's the car, is the motorbike. I think what the car version is. Bugatti. Echo, if you're out there, let us know. But anyway, it's an expensive supercar, and it looks jolly good as well.
Good,
yeah, it's good.
Nice shade of blue.
It's a lovely shade of blue. It just looks like, I don't know, it's Technic. It looks like it's been in a car accident, or people are nicking panels of it. I'm not sure. It's a Technic thing, folks. I don't know. But yeah. Let me just do that as well. We got I've just started something. This is from Johnny Builds as well. He wasn't happy with one AT-AT. He's bought two AT-ATs, which is very cool. Massive sets. I mean, look, they've got up there. We could just see up there. That has got to be a snowtrooper, if ever there was one. But anyway, that's a bit of a Star Wars corner for him. So thanks for sending that in. That is a lot of Lego there. That's a lot of grey Lego as well.
I love that little picture as well of Grogu. That's quite a cute picture.
I know, it looks quite cool. It's like he's looking down there. He's going, oh, we'll ride that. It looks a bit like a space whale. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Now, here's a set. Again, I had no interest in this set at all until I watched Thiago's review of it. It's like a little art masterpiece, this is, going back to the Lego ideas stuff. This one's been is a little bit more funky because it's got lights, but of course it looks pretty good. Thiago, I will be honest, right? I really like this one. I really like this one. Love this one. Not too keen on this one because it looks like the London Underground sign. And until people know that or see it, they kind of get it. But I completely agreed with what you said in your review, which is they chose some really nice colors. And that is a very cool Mars rover, if ever there was one. Just throwing it out there. Johnny Builds, he says, I got a heck of a deal for the second UCS AT-AT. Very good, mate. What's that? Buy one, get one half price or something. Very cool. Oh, there's another one over there. And of course, we've got the Apollo 15 there. Oh, that looks like a giant classic space set over there. Anyway, let's have a look around. God, I've got no idea what this is. But anyway, from the Brickbods.
It's a giant bionicle. So they had lots of little bionicles, but this one was like 2 foot tall. I just thought it was quite cool.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's not a set because the others they may have been. I don't know enough about Bionicle, but did they make a giant one? I feel like they didn't.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, Thiago, where do you stand on Bionicle? Because I just don't get Bionicle. I really don't. It's like a form of Technic with legs and arms. Are you a fan? Have you ever built anything?
I don't think it's Lego. Controversial opinion here.
No, I agree. It's like a different.
It's such a different. Yeah, exactly. It's such a different system. But as a kid, I remember like drooling all over the catalog, hoping to get some of those first Bionicle sets because they looked so cool. So yeah, I was a fan back then. But nowadays, sorry, no.
Yeah. You got other stuff to do. Yeah, that's fair enough.
And they have a funny story. Like when I was back from my dark ages, I was like, my birthday was coming up, and I was like 18 years old or something. And my mom was asking me, what would you like for a birthday? And I was like, just get me some Lego. And then she did get me some Lego, but she went into the store and then she looked at the age marks on the boxes, and the biggest one that she could see there was like a Bionicle 16 plus Lego set. And then she gave me that, and I was like, thank you, I guess. But I was more thinking about like the yellow minifigures, but thanks, Mom.
When I did the museum and did all the different themes that were I got maybe one like request for a different theme, but I had at least 20 some comments about Bionicle. Why didn't you put Bionicle? Why didn't you put Bionicle? They're a very vocal minority, that's for sure.
Yeah. Chris is a big fan though. Who's on the Lego Masters at the moment, isn't he?
Lewis? Chris is a huge Bionicle fan. Yep.
He loves it. He really does.
Yeah. Well, although Chris is a huge everything fan.
Well, that's true actually. Funny enough, he's going to be on again. He's going to be on again next week, folks.
Oh, really?
Chris,
nice.
Cool. Yeah, Chris. I've got another special guest on next week as well as having Chris on. So watch this space, folks. Now this is very interesting. This is very off the moment. A bit of who's in this one? This is Brickapix, but I think the Brickbods saw this as well because this is some pictures from the Sheffield show. This is of course Rebels, and how on earth have they made these?
It's all done with levers, like the little lever piece.
Wow. I thought it was string.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's all levers.
Oh wow,
really clever.
That's quite cool.
Levers.
Impressive.
Yeah. So it's quite there's a lot of work that goes into this because if you look at them closely, you can see that like in some cases they're using the grey base for the levers, and in other places I think they're using the black to give you a more dense colour. So it depends on what they're aiming for.
Oh, that is good. That is really clever. I mean,
that's crazy.
It's unbelievable. That's
a really good idea as well.
Even Zeb looks good.
Even Zeb.
Zeb just looks like he's a bat, isn't he? He's got a bat head. That's Zeb in a nutshell. That is. He's purple. His skin's purple. You must like him, Carrie. I know you're not a Star Wars fan, but Zeb's got to be your favourite character. I mean, he's purple.
I'll go with yes.
All right, good stuff. Oh, there we go. There, look, we've done a little arrow there. Look, a few pieces left over. Very cool, very cool. Anyway, thanks for sending that in. There's a lightsaber here. Bricklink sent in a lightsaber. I think we got a picture in here of Carrie and Ian trying to play with a lightsaber. Anyway, don't moan at me when you see it. There we go.
Yeah, Carrie's hands are very sore, I think.
Yeah. Now, this is a couple of people sent in a few pictures this week of the Up House. This is very cool. Love this. Looks like there's a modular construction site next to it as well. Looks very cool. He's happy there, isn't he? Very, very cool indeed. Kerry, I haven't asked you, I don't think, but did you enjoy the Sheffield show?
Yeah, we did. It's always a bit of a drive up there, but they're always very friendly, and I bought way too many minifigures. So,
hey, I know what that is.
Yeah, this is Alan and Vicky sent this in. They were at the Sheffield show as well. I love that effect. That is a really nice effect, like that. And what are these things here, guys? What the heck is that?
They're Daleks.
Oh, it's a Dalek. There we go.
Yeah, that's from the episode Doomsday. I think it is all part.
Doomsday. What year?
Yeah.
Give us an idea.
2006.
2000. Oh, it's quite new then. It's quite new.
Yeah.
Is that printed, that piece?
Yeah, so that's came in the idea. So the actual those discs came in the idea set, but they're only in that color, so the black one won't have it on there unless they've had it done.
No. But the black one looks cool. Like it. I used to love it. I used to love the Daleks to be this color. Don't ask me why. Just a thing.
Peter Cushing.
I reckon that is. I reckon that is. And can I just say this, folks? I kid you not. This week, for the first time ever, I bought some custom minifigures. We'll leave it at that. What was it? Minifigs Me. Very cool. But yeah, I got them for a video actually, and well, anyway, it's you'll find out all about it in due course. I don't know what's going on with this one. It looks like
that's the Supreme Dalek.
Oh, is he? I thought he was having a bad hair day or something. What's going on?
He pops to the barbers first and gets a perm, I think. But yeah,
yeah, that is a perm. That's a Dalek from the 80s. That is, if ever there was one. I remember him. He's just got a big gun. And there's the TARDIS. There we go. Very cool. I bet you had a good chin wag with whoever set up that mock. And look at this. What do you think of this one, guys?
Oh no, it's such a good. I tell you, the actual design of that is amazing. They've got some really good shaping on it because the actual set is a strange shape as it is, but they've done really well with that.
I think that's from that's either from a Marvel set, the Eternals.
Yes, that's right. I think it is. Yeah, because it's very similar to the scripting they use for the Gallifreyan sort of language.
There we go. In the show. That looks awesome, says Gary. Heavy weapon Dalek. Yeah, Chris knows all about that. That looks awesome. Got to have a TARDIS. You have. I like that actually. That's really, really cool. I like that. Next up, we got this from Alan and Vicky as well, just showing us some Halloween stuff. Looks like a Metropolis. Oh, what about this then? For a lot of people, this is where this all began. English heritage. Love it. Original set there. The Yellow Castle. Guys and girls, this is the set here. This is the first Lego set I ever had as a kid. That was it. 9.5 something or other it was. And then the weird thing was, it then put me straight into my Dark Ages because I got into holding me Lego after that. Because I thought, I like trains. And at the time, I didn't think Lego made enough trains. Anyway, that's another thing. When are we going to get this Orient Express? That's not aimed at you, by the way, Thiago, but we had this flash up a couple of weeks ago. It was all official. We're going to get an Orient Express. It's all gone very quiet since then. Anyway, time will tell. Now, here's the thing. This was a bit of an epiphany today because I thought this is Lego's answer to Grogu.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
I think it is. I think it's lovely.
It's Space Baby Towers, and there's like 20 odd Space Babies in there. They have a lot of them.
They do have a lot of them.
I mean, busy spacemen.
They've been very busy, spacemen. Harry's still got a smile on his face with all those kids anyway. I don't know.
It's in space. No one can hear you scream, apparently. So
love it. Yeah. But Andrew, how many kids have you got these days? Because I lost count after about 12.
Yeah. Five. This weekend only 2 right now, but 5 usually throughout the week.
He does. He hires them out, folks. He does.
That's right.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Right now it's great timing. My mother-in-law is visiting from Washington, so yeah, she's watching the baby right now. So helpful, and she'll be here next week too.
And like what Thiago was saying earlier on, the family network thing is so important when you got kids. It really is. One of my brothers has got 8 kids. 8 kids, right? You can see why I don't have any. And it's yeah. I mean, what can I say? It's like having a football team every time you go around there. We've got a bit of Scooby Doo going on here. So what's going on with his eyeballs?
Such good figures.
I used to think, yeah, anyway, it looks good. The Shaggy, he's running away. Yeah, that's a really nice scene. I like that.
Yeah.
Alan and Vicky sent that in as well. It's a Sheffield show. Everyone went to the Sheffield show. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of video here. What's going on here?
Is it? I think they had this.
What's this? Some sort of Marvel thing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Avengers Assemble. So I'm told.
Yeah.
They also had like the end game battle as well.
Yeah, end game battle. I tell you what, right? I do think Lego's missing a trick. If they come out with an Avengers Tower, I think it would sell like hotcakes. I've just thrown it out there. Just an idea.
Yeah,
oh, there we go. This one.
That one doesn't seem big enough, though. I think they need a big one.
Yeah. About a metre tall.
Yeah, about 31 minifigures, I think, would be good.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good number, actually. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I tell you, think why not? Why not stop at 30? Why not have 31? Just throw it out there, Thiago. That's all. Just a bit of feedback. There's the inside of the TARDIS. Alan, thank you so much, and Vicky for sending in the video of that. Look at that. I want to do like the sound in the background.
I've probably got that on my phone somewhere, but
of course you have. You should see the pictures he was showing me before the stream, folks. There we go. Starts humming the Avengers tune. Really great story in that Scooby scene. It is actually.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, this is from Gaz. Gaz, what's going on here? This is your thing.
Yeah, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's Master Shredder. No, Master Splinter. Sorry, not Master Shredder.
That's good, man.
It's really weird actually because it's quite an old set. So I think it's from 2015. I think it was.
Oh, okay.
So it had the sticker sheet. So they're all clear back ones, and they were really easy to apply, which is unusual because I did the Indiana Jones one as well, and then that cockpit sticker was just a nightmare. But none of the stickers were numbered at all because now they're all obviously got numbers. But yeah, this was a case of just match it up with the picture and the instructions. It's like, oh, okay,
very cool. Yeah, they are really old sets. Good figs though. I've got a couple of
really good.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. It's got a nice smile on his face. Very cool. All right, let me go there. What's that? What's this character here?
He's one of the foot soldiers.
Okay, very cool. I like that. There's another one there. Looking small. This is from Salixcape. He went to a place. I can't pronounce this, folks. I do apologize. It's in the Netherlands. I don't know how you pronounce it. Thiago, you'll probably better pronounce it than me. But you trek. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I can't pronounce. He's just shaking his head.
No idea.
Anyway, that's a llama, I think.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool. It's big, isn't it? It's massive.
They're really good.
What's going on here? Blimey, that's a proper Netherlands shot. That is. They've got royal family and everything over there. Hold on a minute. What have we got going on over there?
Oh, wow.
That's some sort of giant Sonic set. I want to get that, actually. That's a good mech.
The cow is more impressive.
Well, the cow is actually. It was blimey, ginormous. Look at the scale of it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I bet there's a goat in there somewhere.
What, in the cow? Or is that what you mean?
Well, not in the cow, no.
It's like Russian dolls. It just opens up and then there's a goat inside it.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Very different. Oh, look at this. This is heavy.
Train as well.
Look at that old train set.
That was a lovely train, that one.
That was. This cowboy getting on it as well. I love it. Oh, look at the hairstyles back then. Even the hairstyles are from that age. It's 9-volt system. Oh, it's not included. Yeah. Get the power supply with it then. Oh, look, this is all pre-Bluetooth. Those were the days. Oh, there we go.
That's a big Bowser.
That's
so into that thing. I'd have to sit on his shoulder instead.
They've got fingers like bananas. There we go. Oh, I learned something the other day, Thiago. What's Portuguese for banana?
Banana.
There you go. See, I can speak Portuguese.
It won't get you far saying banana to people, you know.
It will keep people away, and that's probably for the best.
Yeah. I know. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. That is a really cool looking castle. I mean, it's ginormous, let's face it. Yeah. And it looks like they bought some Lionheart sets and put it all together there. Really good. Really love it. Love all these pictures, Alex. I've seen this Fiat 500. Oh, God, look at the mesmerizing amount of bricks you got there. I wonder if they do a blue one of it as well. Like a recolor. I wonder if we're going to get more recolors as well, Thiago, from Lego on sets. That'd be quite cool. Got the parrot, I suppose, this year.
Yeah. They're trying it out, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if we'll see more of that.
Okay. That's a good idea. I suppose it depends. It's down to the context of what the set is.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's the strategy there, but and they're doing these, like for the blue Fiat, for instance, was done as like a limited run thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure like people would be happy to have gotten the possibility of getting like worldwide. So I'm not really sure.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and the same here. It's interesting. Whenever a set comes out now, I'm sort of thinking, I'm trying to double guess, thinking, I wonder if they do it recolor. This is from Dan and Sam. Two Gay Holes. Looking very cool. Getting into the spirit of Halloween. Now check this out, folks. Now, Brick Huntress sent me this. I might show you the pictures of it first. I've got a picture of it. Have I got a picture? There we go. Look at this. This
my God,
is the upside down meets the up house.
Oh, that's amazing.
How cool is that? That's one of the best mocks I've seen this week. Now, Brick Huntress, obviously, she's an absolute legend when it comes to doing stuff. And she sent me this. She sent me this a couple of days ago, and I was sitting on it because I knew it'd be a picture of some sort. And when I saw it, I was like, "Oh my God, this is so good!" It's brilliant.
Such a good idea.
Oh, no, I know. You know when you think, God, I wish I thought of that. There we go. This is the video.
It's one of those ones you watch it and you think, why didn't I think of that? it's like,
no, it's so good.
A good idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, really good. Love it. They even changed all the pictures inside it as well. The dog's trapped in there.
Oh, no dogs. Poor dog.
Yeah,
squirrel.
yeah.
Or like dead squirrel.
There we go. There's a bit more on what she's doing. It's a kind of mirrored version of it.
So good.
So
very cool. I know. Honestly,
genius.
Honestly, when I saw it, I was like, that is brilliant. What do you lot out of the chat think about that? Minark saying it's amazing. AV Bricks is saying that's sensational. It looks so awesome as well. Gary, honestly, it's brilliant, isn't it? Very, very cool indeed. Dave's out there as well. Have a great day, everyone. Have to watch the rest on replay again. Got to start work now. Take care, mate. Dave's obviously based out in Australia. Great to see you, my friend. Have a top day. Why did I take this picture? It's because I was just doing some reshoots outside the Cabino to do a new outro, folks. So you'll see that tonight at the end of the stream.
So it's not that we're finally getting part 4 of the cabin build.
No, do you know what? Again, it's another video I'm working on. What can I say? I got creative block, but just so you know, spoiler alert, the cabin was finished. As you can see, I'm in it now. But yeah, there we go. They put like they put Lego bag in there as well. What can I say? But it was a beautiful day. There you go, folks. What can I say? It was a blue sky. I'm a sucker for good weather. There we go. There's Grogu. This again came from Staticscape. This was another brick show that he went to. Very cool. There's another one there. Some sort of ride. This is very in at the moment. All this medieval stuff. There we go. I think that looks like it's got another floor to it of the blacksmith. No tree there, guys. Hey, nothing with that. I think that's that train.
That was the best bit there, the tree, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think so. This is quite good. This is from Staticscape as well. This is someone, my favorite character in the whole of the Star Wars universe, Count Dooku. Might be getting more of him soon, folks, in the form of him having his apprentice. Okay. Oh, there's a custom fig. But anyway, very cool. Keeping it going. There we go. Talking of, there's the pirate set. That's what I need to get to the Lego house for, to build that thing. Let's pop over there one weekend. VIPs. This is Delicious Foods. Sent us in his pick. I think he sent this to me last week and I used it this week. Another Delicious Foods one. There we go. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, so complicated.
Very cool. Love that. This is from Fonzie. This is actually something he's working on. It's Minecraft, and it's 8 foot by 4 foot. And I think he's going to have it ready and waiting for us for Bricktastic eventually, which is going to be really cool. Can't wait for that. And that's just me talking about what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Me and Gaz teaming up to build the Scary Pirate gift we purchase and going through the whole of Series 14 as well. So as always, folks, if I didn't show you pictures off tonight, don't worry. I'll use them next week. I promise you. And as always, thank you for everybody who did send them in to me. As always, it is one of my favorite segments of the show. And with that in mind, something I do want to look at, just one other thing before we go tonight, folks. We were talking earlier on with Andrew about the X-Wing, and this is the second iteration of the X-Wing. But there was actually at one time a second in the... Oh, is it the third though? No, you're right. Yeah, there was one in
UCS third.
Yeah, the UCS is the third version of it, isn't it? And the designer of the current one designed the first one, if I remember correctly. I forget his name now, but he's a really nice guy. So occasionally they bring out another set, or they reissue a set. Sometimes they don't even make any changes. And anyway, and that's exactly what they did with Thiago's, because they did that with Ship in a Bottle, didn't they, Thiago? So how did you hear about them bringing it back out again? And what was the idea behind it? Was it like it was such a winner that they just wanted to bring it back out again and let people get it?
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. I thought they could make a lot more money out of it. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think from my time at Lego and when they were selling it, it was like really, really popular. So yeah, I think people are just sad that it got retired. So Lego decided to reissue it again, and it's quite the rare thing to do with Lego products. There hasn't been a lot of them.
Where would those complaints go in that they would make that change? Like, where are they hearing that from? Like, just like online and like people complaining, or is there like people sending in emails to Lego? Or
I guess I'm not saying that directly affects decisions, Lego making decisions about bringing back products. I don't think that's like the main factor, but it was probably a very popular product, and that's why I decided to bring it back.
Yeah.
So
I have a couple of them. I bought one for my dad for sure for his office. It's a beautiful set for sure.
Well,
thank you.
Here's the thing, right? Something I just noticed, and I genuinely only just noticed this, is that there's a tile on there. It looks like a printed tile. Could be a sticker.
You only noticed now?
I've only just noticed.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye bye.
But he's got a couple of initials on it, a T and a C.
Exactly.
What's that all about, Thiago?
Yeah, well, at the early stages of developing the set, we were discussing ideas, me and the graphic designer for this, Mark Tranter, I think, and we were just like shooting back and forth some ideas, and then that was that. We thought that maybe something could be done for the wax seal, and then we thought about like the compass. I had the compass idea, and then the flags on the ship, but that was like just an early conversation that I had with Mark, and then he went and made the graphics, but then this one was at the point of not making into production for some internal reasons. So it was something that we talked early on, but then never crossed my mind again. Only like at the very last stages of development, where okay, we're actually doing the set, and here's the graphics, and we're like, okay, let's go with that. But it was just like, you know, some fun ideas that we discussed, and it ended up being like the initials in there, the TC on the wax seal.
Very cool.
That eventually were brought back in the haunted house as a gravestone after I had left LEGO. So
Oh no!
Does he really? So here lies TC. Here lies TC.
I'm gonna bring it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
That's funny.
Wow. Nice touch, eh?
So yeah, and this is the one. So the style of the font is exactly the same. So it was kind of a cool joke that they did. They kind of killed me, you know. LEGO killed me. So this is in the graveyard of the haunted house, and also deep in the Titanic Lego set, actually up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's a cool story that I have. That before I left LEGO, there's like a week. Every year there's a week where LEGO employees in the design organization are invited to not work and just work on some passion projects of theirs to make a big presentation at the end of the week to showcase those ideas that could potentially be upcoming products. And in 2019, the last year I was at LEGO, for that week I decided to build a Lego Titanic. So I sketched out a Lego Titanic because I felt that it would make for a cool Lego set idea for creator expert back then. But then I left LEGO and I never heard about it again until, you know, the set actually came out, and I was like, okay, that's cool. They actually decided to do the Titanic, so maybe someone else also thought that this would be a good idea or something. But then I got the Titanic as a review offer from the LEGO Ambassador Network, and as I was building it, suddenly, like in the third part of the set, I find this tile in there, and I was like, I went mental over it, and you can see my reaction in my review of the Titanic. But it was like so cool, you know, because I just gave the idea, and then the designer Mike Psyche, once again, I was so happy that he got to be the designer who made it.
Yeah.
Actually, like put the gravestone in there as a like, you know, Thiago was part of the process in some way, and that also felt very special. And
oh, that's nice.
I miss those guys. I miss like the team environment at LEGO, that's for sure, because being a content creator is like very lonely unless you do these kinds of live streams.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I like doing them, to be honest, because it is we all kind of do our thing in silos. That's the thing, and there is a community that kind of binds us all together. We all like the same thing, but there is a community out there, and you know, there's people that are members of lugs they never watch YouTubers. I know people that I mean, I go to a lug called London A Files. There's people there that have never heard of Jang and people like that. That, you know, people that the A-listers, and but they're brilliant at Lego. But again, they've got the community. But it's kind of like a sort of slightly older-fashioned style one, and that's completely cool. But you know, it's there's so many different levels to being an AFOL. There really is, and this is just kind of one of them, really. So anyway, folks, we got our good friend Lewis. We're going to start winding down now, Lewis, as well. But are you good to hang around for a little bit longer, or have you got to shoot?
I could do like 10 more minutes. I gotta be somewhere by 6, so I gotta just make sure I have enough time.
Good man. All right. In that case, then we've got 10 minutes, folks, to wind this stream down. So do me a little favor. Get your votes in on the survey.
You're all welcome to continue without me.
No. Lewis, it's as good as reason of any to wind it down. In 10 minutes, folks, we'll be hitting 3 hours. That's it. Job done. We've all been awesome today. We really have. Basically, I'm just asking you guys, happy Halloween, everyone. Of course, it is Halloween season. We will be talking about Christmas in about a week. From your point of view, what is the most scary thing when building a Lego set? Is it A, having one brick left over, or B, having one brick missing? 67% so far are saying having one brick missing, and 33% of you, of course, are saying having one brick left over. Very, very cool. So anyway, on that note, next week, Lewis, right, between now and next week, will we be seeing you for another episode of Fox's Lego Masters?
You will. I mean, actually, I haven't checked, but I think it should be next Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Very cool.
As usual, and it'll be a fun one for sure.
It'll be a fun one. Always a fun one. He knows how to play us, doesn't he, folks? Keep the hooks. Good stuff. Well, good luck, Lewis.
Thank you.
And, a quick question, Thiago. Would you ever go on something like Lego Masters? Is there like a Portuguese one, or?
I would love to. I would love to. I would love that the show came to Portugal to be a contestant. I really like the stressful and the speed building aspect of the contest. So I would love it. Not necessarily would be doing really well, but I would love just the environment.
I'm sure you do fine. I'm sure you do fine. Get a U.S. citizenship. Come on over.
Hey, exactly. I was actually some people from Spain actually contacted me over Instagram to see if I wanted to go to the Spanish program, the Spanish version that they did of the show. But yeah, it didn't make any sense because I don't know any Spanish. So that's that. But if they did it in Spain, maybe they'll do it in Portugal eventually. So
yeah, and I tell you what, right? To the human ear, I cannot tell the difference between Portuguese and Spanish. I was grabbing a coffee the other day at work. I was grabbing a coffee and two people were chatting, and I'm like, "You guys sound like you don't really know what the other one's saying." And they're like, "She goes, it's because I'm Spanish and he's Portuguese," and I'm like, "What is this? Isn't it?" And they're like, "No. Obrigado. That's it. That's all I know, Thiago. That's it. What can I say?
Banana.
A banana as well. I'm cultured. I can't help it. I'm just born that way.
There's definitely plenty of words that overlap, but it's I don't understand Portuguese at all.
I know, unfortunately. But that's what it's all about, folks. That's what it's all about. That's life. It really is, and that's why we love it. Anyway, talk about life and loves. The Brick Bods. Are you guys going to be streaming on Sunday at your usual 8:30?
Yeah, we will. We're going to do some Halloween stuff. We're going to crack open the Hocus Pocus house and maybe some quizzes or something, just for fun.
Ooh, cool.
I don't know if we're committing to a costume. Probably
Ian's definitely got to do a costume, surely.
Ian did one last time. It's Carrie's turn, isn't it?
He can't top the last one, can he? So.
No. That's true. It's still scarred in our memory. There we go. All right, good stuff.
That lives on the internet forever, just so you know.
You know, Ian. Good stuff. Look forward to that. Love your streams, you know that. Brick and Brood, Andrew. You've been building the UCS version 3 of the X-Wing. What's your thoughts? And are you going to be doing anything this week, Lego wise? Or are you going to finishing that off? Oh, look, it's an E-wing.
So far.
It's like an E-wing.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty interesting.
I quite like that design. I'm just going to throw it out there, right? Thiago, feed this back for us. Can they give us a Viper from Battlestar Galactica? I think that'd go down pretty well.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Definitely. All right, Andrew, are you going to be doing anything this week?
Just working on building as much Lego as I can in the time that I can find. But
he does.
I've
Give
been
us some
trying to make a
content.
few videos. But I've been trying to make some videos, and I just you know what? It's more fun building than it is to sit down and edit and all that. But I got a Lego City update.
You're preaching to the choir, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got a couple things to show you real quick here, though. You might have seen it's my reels. I got some of these awesome posters.
Good stuff.
Awesome posters. I'm a huge fan of these ones and putting them in frames.
Yeah.
But they put this one in a box that was smaller than the actual poster.
Oh, that makes sense.
3 sets on top of it.
Oh.
So it was like bent up like that with 3 sets on top of it. So I haven't contacted them yet. I'm going to do that. And whenever I've had issues with stuff like this, they're always usually pretty good at helping out, getting VIP points.
Well, just say to them if they need proof. Just say to them, go to 2 hours, 56 minutes of this live stream and they'll see it for themselves.
Oh, no, I made a reel with it inside the box. I was not happy about it at first.
I saw it.
First reaction. I was like, oh, come on.
You did not sound happy.
No, not at all. But, and the Emerald Express, I cleaned all the pieces. I put out some of the ones that were yellowed out in the sun with some hydrogen peroxide, and it did a really good job. 60 to 90% better, but I did have to replace a few pieces, but I have it all parted out, ready to go.
Did you do? You're going to make a video about it? You're going to bit of content, no?
Yeah, that could be it. You know, I definitely when I'm doing things, I snap little vids and stuff like that here and there, but I got tons of hard drives full of stuff. It's just putting it together.
That is a thing as well, folks. We've got all that stuff on the hard drive. Got to peel it off and make something out of it. Now, talking about making something out of something, Thiago, you're going to be coming out with some reviews this week and whatnot.
I will. Tomorrow, I should be releasing the review on the Gift with Purchase Galileo Galilei.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that tonight.
And the Piranha Plant should be coming out this week as well.
The Piranha Plant, excellent stuff. All right, it's an okay set, but it ain't no Mighty Bowser. Fair enough.
And some more stuff.
Yeah, this is it. Good stuff. We look forward to that. Hopefully, something about that. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get something about this stuff. Just saying. Anyway, Rosie. Rosie. What about you? You're a content creator. You're going to be coming out with anything this week?
I've had a video come out today going over the evolution of LEGO Harry Potter figures in 22-year history. So that's a fun video. I've got a video coming out tomorrow and the day after as well. And I've got a Whatnot stream on Sunday. We're giving away a load of 8 sets, including the new Hogwarts grounds microscale thing as well. So definitely worth turning up to that.
The Harry Potter microscale thing. Maybe I should join Whatnot just to come in and just see how your streams go. I'd love to see them. I think
it's a disaster.
Is it a disaster? I like disasters. They're funny to watch. They really are. We've got 67 votes so far, folks. Come on, get your votes in while you can. Titanium J, and good to have you on as well, Rosie. Titanium J, you up to anything this week? You're just not doing any Ninjago. It's all Star Wars. What's going on?
Yeah, no, I've got this to complete. I'm going to be completing this.
Look, just throwing it out there. Arguably the best Halloween set there is. It's the Ghost.
On my next Twitch stream this Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Oh, he's twitching.
So
there we go.
Yeah, so that'll be happening.
Can you hold it up? Can you hold it up? Just a sec. Just hold it up like that. It looks like a pair of binoculars, doesn't it? Just saying. No one else seeing that.
What's that one? What's that one that Leo dresses up as Boosh or something?
Oh yeah, Boosh.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Mighty Boosh.
And then I'll give you guys a little teaser because after that, the next set I'm building is this.
Oh yes,
first
monkey
face set.
Yeah,
this was 30% off over here, so I jumped on it.
Oh, look all that trans red.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, right? It's a good box if you jumped on it. It's in good condition.
Good point. I like what you did there. Oh,
and then I've got Lub on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central.
Lub, remind us what that means again.
Lego's Ultimate Builds with Bricksmith and straw bricks. Keith Straw.
Oh, there we go.
And
I need to meet this Keith Straw.
And Tim's Brick Adventures as well. One of the Tims from LEGO Masters
Big
Season
Tim.
4.
I
Yeah.
love Big Tim.
These LEGO Master people.
Such a
They
great
get
guy.
everywhere, don't they?
And they're working on one of the Friends sets, the Unity Street set.
Yeah.
So, and I'm helping them research stuff. And then tomorrow as well, I'm meeting up with a fellow Twitch streamer named Skrills, and there may be a
Squirrels.
vlog. Skrills.
All right.
Yeah,
Squirrels.
there may
I
be a
can't even say
vlog
it.
about that. We'll see.
All right, yeah, vlog about it. I'd like to see a vlog about that. That reminds me, actually, you got Boone over in Billund these days. He's done he's your life, Thiago, but in reverse, isn't he?
Exactly.
He's the YouTuber Concept Billund. That's the other way around. Bizarre.
Yeah. And he made it to LEGO Masters.
Yes, he's on that as well. He's doing everything. The only thing he needs to become there is an astronaut, and he's basically lived all our lives that we ever wanted. But there we go. Gaza, aka the minifig. Who? What are you up to this weekend? Little Dipper tells me you might be doing a stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I will actually. What do you reckon? Good idea? Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Let's make it spooky, bud. So you fancy doing a bit of Scooby Doo tomorrow?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
and are you going to be doing any other Doctor Who shenanigans in the coming week?
Yeah, so it's coming up to November, which is obviously the birthday month. So I'm going to be trying to do a bit more. So I want to be doing more on my Instagram. So that should be some videos, some photos. I'm trying to up my game with photos. So I've got to actually charge up a proper camera as opposed to a phone that I've got. I've also started on the page just something to try and get everybody a bit more involved. So So I want everyone to do like their own Doctor Who habitat. So either this sort of size.
Let me make it bigger. Sorry, mate.
8x8.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
So yes, it's either this sort of size, the normal 8x8 habitat, sorry, or on a 16x16 plate, just like a little scene. So a
little scene on a 16x16 plate. That's not a little scene. It's massive.
That's not that big. So just to get everyone involved a bit more. So they'll just do some tags and stuff. So we just want to put more Doctor Who stuff on because it's a 60th. I mean, 60 years old. Gosh,
that's it. He's probably quite old, isn't he? All right, very cool. Right, we're quickly running out of time here, folks. All I would say is the poll is now closed, and basically the scariest. I gave you two scenarios. For the scariest scenario being basically from your point of view, what is the most scary when building a Lego set? And 67% of you, which is a massive landslide, said having one brick missing was by far the scariest thing. And quite rightly so too. Anyway, on that note, what I'd like to say, as always, thank you, Lewis, for being on tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it, as always.
Dude, I love having you on there. What can I say? You're a gentleman. Someone who definitely isn't a gentleman is, of course, carrying in. They're just a lovely couple. What can I say? Great to see you. You're a bit like that. I was so shy. But it's true. It's true. That's quite funny. I love that. That's tickled me. Andrew, lovely to see you on as well. Watch Andrew back, folks. Honestly, watch him back in my streams. He's so intense. He's tense and building as much Lego as he can in the time that he's allocated. Thiago, what can I say? It's a dream come true. I guess it's a tick off the bucket list for me for having you on here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Super wonderful. Cheers, dude. Rosie, thanks for coming on and moaning about your Mustafar build. Really appreciate that.
Thanks for having me on.
Dude, always loving you on as well. And I definitely have to check out your Whatnot streams. Titanium, lovely to have you on as well. What can I say, dude? You're the man in the fleece. And looking forward. Honestly, I'm so excited, folks. Going to Chicago next year. Thiago, I know you've not ever been over to America yet. Any chance you're going to maybe Chicago next year?
I would love to. I was hoping to go.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Lewis is going to be there. I'm going to meet Lewis and everything.
Yeah, I would love to go. I keep hearing about Brick World Chicago from all of my content creator friends, so it feels like the place to be.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, we'll see. Fingers crossed, everyone. We might meet him. That would be cool. Anyway, on that note, and Gaza, of course, thank you for being on as well. Of course, folks, I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK time, midday, for you lovely lot out there in EDT. And also as well, 5 p.m. for all you lovely peeps out there in Portugal as well. And on that note, I just want to say...
Spain.
Not Spain. No, definitely Portugal. I was just joking when I said that, Thiago. Honestly, I did. But what can I say? I charm. What can I say? But anyway, folks, London Calling wouldn't be London Calling without you lovely lot out there as well. The likes of Trevor's videos, Bricky TY, Seymour Lego, Minark, Madlib as well, AV Bricks. Thank you for sending me on all those pictures. Jamie's World, Echo Bricks, Delicious Foods, Lady McBrick, and of course, King Oldendorf, to name but a few. Don't remember, folks, that Lego, it's a wonderful thing, and each and every one of you are too. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.